almost a podcast.
Oh, yeah, Valentine's Day.
It's Valentine's Day, so I brought my sexy deep voice out. How you doing, lads? I got my two lads, Mike and Sean, here as my co-hosts. I'm your host, Colton, and today...
That's what you bring your sexy deep voice out for, is your two lads.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
But-
not me.
But today we have a guest on the show. Woo! It's
Yay!
Karlie. She's my girlfriend, and she's awesome, and she's joining us for this podcast today because we really wanted her on. How you doing, Karlie?
Yes.
Good. How are you?
Glad to be here, Mike.
Glad to be here. Well, yeah. So
Oh, boy.
Yeah,
this is
And
gonna be interesting.
we got snacks again.
we got snacks. We're not going to go as hard as the last podcast with the snacks, but we are going to eat some snacks with you because we wanted to.
I'm
you liked,
excited for the
You
snacks.
liked when I brought the snacks to you after our first podcast. You were kind of liking them.
I
and we're
enjoyed the
like,
snacks.
Yeah, snacks are good.
I enjoyed the
stuff.
Yeah, what
So,
was
yeah.
your favorite? Do you recall?
I liked the little mochi things, the gummies.
Yeah, those
Oh, yeah.
gummy things.
I
Those
think
were
that
really
was
good.
probably our least favorite.
I know. When I was listening to your podcast, I was like, oh man, I really
man.
like those.
No.
They're not
Those
bad.
are
They're just,
addicting.
you know.
We actually went to a One World Market near us and tried to buy more of them because that's how much I liked them.
Dang.
Yeah.
I want to buy more of those, like, tonkatsu things.
Oh, those are pretty
little-
good too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some
For me,
of
it was
them-
the plum.
Plum was
plum.
good. The
The
fries
plum
were
fries.
good.
The plum fries?
Oh,
I love
did
those
not-
fries.
I did not like those.
No?
I
A little bit of
well,
bite.
and I'm trying to think. Some of them tasted kind of fishy.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
I can see that.
Umami is how the
Oh, I
Japanese
liked
say it.
the red bean.
The red bean crackers were your favorite.
Those
Were one of your
Yeah,
favorites.
those are
at
really
least.
Yeah.
good.
Yeah. So
I'm excited for this month's because it's going to be more like, chocolately based.
yeah, it's gonna be
because
sweeter.
it is
more sweet.
Valentine's Day themed, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's I think the little leaflet says Pink Valentine.
Pink
In
Valentine.
case you wanted to be more specific.
Yeah, not purple Valentine. Pink.
And there's stuff from everywhere.
Yeah.
But that's not going to be the focus, I think. We're just kind of
No, we're just gonna have some snacks while we talk to Karlie about her awesome life.
I'm not prepared for this.
Well,
there-
what we were going to do was guess the anime you guys were watching.
Yeah, because for context, Karlie doesn't watch anime really. I watch anime, but I have gotten her to watch a couple shows with me before. Some were hits, some weren't as big of a hits. We watched Avatar: The Last Airbender together, and you liked that. Mm-hmm. But we're watching a new show. I wanted you
Do
guys
they
to.
not know?
They don't know. I wanted to try and have them guess.
Oh,
kind of. I don't know if
interesting. I
you
like
guys
it.
had any ideas.
Yeah,
We're in the middle of it right now. I can give you clues.
Is it a show that we've seen?
Yes.
Okay.
Spice?
I'm not sure what to think.
No. No spice. Not.
Can
it's,
you give me a genre if you
It's
can?
mystery suspense.
Is it can't be Code Geass, is it?
No.
Dang.
Death
Michael,
Note?
anything?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good guess.
It is?
Death
All
Note? Oh,
We're watching Death Note.
what do you think
that's
so
pretty
far?
fun.
I like it. It's
Where are you at?
Really addicting. We're only on season 1, but I don't know how close we are to the end of season 1.
Where are we? We're at where
Where the second
the second spoilers, second
yeah.
Death Note
Oh, yeah.
is kind of introduced. That second Kira is coming into
Yeah,
play.
yeah.
And we know who it is.
Yes.
She's trying to find him, I think.
And
So-
we got the backstory behind that too.
Yeah.
Of the death god that died and then
yeah, like the
whatever.
whole
Yeah.
thing
Yeah.
that he like
That's
protected
about
her
where
and
we're
stuff.
at.
Yeah.
Huh.
So yeah, it's like halfway through. I think it's episode 12 or 13. It was funny because I got her into it because I was like, I want to rewatch Death Note, and I put it on randomly. I was like, Karlie, I bet you kind of like this. I actually thought she would because we like murder mystery plots and stuff like that. So I turned it on randomly because I want to rewatch it, and then I kind of got you hooked onto it. It's got a good hook
It
in the middle, and it's good because the protagonist is just really fucked up. So you're like, wow, what the hell is this guy doing?
It's a thought-provoking show.
It's thought provoking,
Yeah.
and it's pretty well written. And we're watching it in English, so it's very easy to get into if you're not already kind of into anime as well.
I'll eat this potato chip.
Yeah, and you actually thought that was funny, right?
Yeah,
That was a
I
good
did.
part. because I thought you would find it cringe, I guess. But no, I'm glad you found it funny and not just like cringe.
It's like funny in a cringe way.
Exactly.
I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm just like,
Oh,
okay,
man.
that was weirdly dramatic, but
Yeah,
Yep.
that's a good spot. Yeah,
Crunch. Death.
yeah.
It's a fun show.
It is
Yeah.
a really fun.
And it's
show.
actually, I was just, as you're talking about it, it made me remember some of the moments that happened in it. Because we're going through Attack on Titan right now, and things happen, and it changes your perspective. And I think when I first watched Death Note, it was one of the first couple animes I've seen, and it did the same thing where you're like, oh wow, these things are happening. I was not expecting them, and it's fun one for that.
For sure.
Oh yeah, it definitely gets you into that kind of genre, right? There's plenty of anime that are in that, but I feel like Death Note's kind of the it's that hook that the baby steps
an intro
they get
one,
you
I
into it.
It's also
It's
not,
also grounded in the sense the animation style.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's not super crazy.
It's no trigger
Avatar's
anime.
more wacky than this show, and this show's a lot
Dragon
more.
Ball Z. It's just like dudes walking around writing in notebooks.
Yeah.
honestly, the thing
Occasional
that,
death god.
the thing that makes me laugh the most is the dangly heart
Oh.
earring on the Shinigami.
Yeah, like the
I'm just like,
Shinigami's got some.
He's got like pointy teeth and then just
Yeah.
like this,
Little
dangly
earrings.
earring on
Yep.
one ear. I'm like, okay,
You
that's a choice.
Yeah, I remember you brought that up multiple times. You're like, this doesn't make any sense. What an interesting choice.
See, that's funny. I haven't even noticed that on Ryu. This is on Ryu.
Me neither.
Right?
Yeah, it's on
Yeah.
Ryuk. So yeah, that was
I
funny.
like when he lands in the human world and he all of a sudden is like, "Do you have apples?"
Yeah.
He just
I love
all of a
apples.
sudden he's like, "I need these things."
He's like going through withdrawals because he doesn't have apples. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're enjoying
It's
it.
fun. It's a fun one.
I think we'll finish it pretty soon here. I think we've both been really busy, but once we get some time on the couch, we'll watch some more.
Yeah.
And I'm excited to see.
I
how
really like, not to interrupt too hard, but I really like hearing Karlie's perspective on anime because
I feel like I just think the opposite of what you all think.
exactly that's why I
Yeah,
like hearing
it's-
it because you have we now have such similar thought processes where we get echo chamberish.
Yes,
So it's
yeah.
cool to hear somebody that has a different perspective, and we're like, oh, I see where that's coming from now.
Yeah.
I really liked your perspectives on different animation, just because it gives a good contrast to how
To be
I feel.
honest, I think I'm just a lot less sophisticated and I'm just looking for an entertainment value. And then you all are talking about like, oh, this one scene. And I don't know. I just don't really.
We're just being pretentious. I
Yep.
mean, like,
Yeah, pretentious.
you watch
fans.
enough of it.
Whenever
And
we
it
watch
just
any
happens.
movies, like I swear, whenever it's like a critically acclaimed movie, I usually hate it. I don't know. It's like really weird.
Well, that's
Because critics are always wrong, aren't they, Karlie? Let's
Yes.
rehash this. Critics suck.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah.
But I feel like I don't think about what I'm watching. I just want to be immersed and entertained. That's like the only two things I care about.
doesn't need to be amazingly. If you're watching comedy, it doesn't need to be this amazing,
Like
well-written
if it was a bad
character of
story,
deep-
yeah, I won't
Yeah.
care about the story. Like even with Avatar, like I thought the animation was pretty, but that's not the thing I took from it.
Yeah.
I took that it was a good story and it was entertaining.
Yeah.
Whereas we definitely gawk at animation.
Yeah,
feel
I feel like you could watch a show that the plot was kind of stale, but you'd still like it.
I could. I don't think I used to not be able to be that way, but now I'm definitely more kind of on that path.
Well, that's
Like,
why
could
I
watch a show
initially
for the
started
animation.
Demon Slayer.
I was thinking
Yeah.
the
It's
exact
Because
same thing.
it's initially pretty subpar, but the animation was really good.
Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah.
Now the story's catching up to the animation, and you're like, oh, all right. I mean, it was a very slow burn, but yeah, as long as it looks good.
Yeah,
I can watch it.
It looks cool. It's like a good action movie at some point. You're just like, oh, like everyone clowns on Marvel, and I've clowned on Marvel too. But to be fair, yeah, some of the action's pretty fun. It's just fun to watch in a theater kind of thing. And I guess it's a similar parallel to just liking that one aspect of something, like the animation of an anime.
I do, though, even though I say I will watch something if it has good animation, I also just watch trash anime sometimes.
Everyone's got their-
I don't really do this with
Everyone's got
shows,
the
but with
guilty
anime, I'll be
pleasures.
like, oh, I've seen this before. This same plot,
Yeah,
just
everyone's
different
got-
looking characters.
Yeah.
I'll
And
watch it again.
And even the same animation style.
yeah, sometimes. it's sometimes a
Isekai.
problem.
Yeah. Would you say your guilty pleasures are rom-coms? Do you think? I mean, your guilty pleasure is truly The Office.
No.
I think.
I'm not guilty about liking that show.
It's like your favorite show. I mean, it's a great show,
That
but you
is not
like
a
watch
guilty
it
pleasure.
a lot.
I would tell anybody that I watched The Office
you
and
watch
that I've
reruns.
watched it like 25 times.
Fair
like
enough.
That's fine.
that is the best show.
You
guys-
should watch Yuri then.
Oh gosh, what is it? A comedy?
It sounds the name sounds odd for those who know what the words means, but it's like a middle school, high school setting, and it's about these girls that are in a snack club. They just hang out and talk. It's literally The Office without an office. They're just kind of hanging out and talking and funny situations sometimes.
I don't know.
Very chill.
I'm trying to think of an anime that's like, because I've never seen Yuri, but I don't get that same Office vibe. I wonder if there's like one that's in the workspace, because frankly, there's not much anime that's in like the modern workspace.
The one with the pink-haired girl. Oh, that narrows it
Wotakoi?
down. Great. The
Like
one where
Gretzko.
Oh my god.
it's the weebs that fall in love.
Yeah, Wotakoi. That one's good.
What's the English name of that?
I don't fucking know. All I know is Wotakoi,
Dang.
which is the shorthand. They they'll take like the
Yeah.
Sorry,
There's Golden Time, too.
We're
That's
talking gibberish right now to you, Carlie.
Yeah.
It's okay. No, you're fine.
We watched a little bit of a Gretzko together, which you guys have you guys seen that?
Yeah, I've
The
seen
What
it.
is
little,
this?
little fox. That one's about work, but it's like pretty. I don't know. It's actually about
Depressing.
shit, like depressing part of work.
Colton turned on this show and then he was like, "Look, Carlie, it's live footage of you." And I was
It's
like,
live footage of all of us.
"You're not wrong."
I was like, Carlie, I feel like you'd relate to this little fox.
Yeah,
And then
because
Carlie's like, yeah.
everybody's being dumb and then she just rages and I'm like, yeah, that's me every day.
I've not heard of this show. What's it called?
It's called a Gretzko. It's on Netflix. It's about a little fox. And it's literally about her in like work culture Japan.
Yeah,
But all the characters are animals. It's like
It's
by
literally
the-
Hello Kitty, but in
Colton,
It
I gotta
is.
say,
Yeah.
you like watching a lot of animal themed stuff.
Yeah,
it's all
when
coincidental.
you talked about like animation and your favorite animated movies and stuff, you never once brought up Zootopia, and that's one of your favorite.
It is one of my
movies.
favorite animation films, or I guess Disney films. Sorry, but I think
That's
when
not Disney, is it?
Zootopia is Disney, yeah.
Oh, I
Yeah,
didn't know
it's
that.
Pixar.
It's one of my favorite Disney films. I think that's a different category because I was typically talking about we're talking about like more anime-ish
Yeah.
styles at that point.
But then you ventured into just animated movies in general. And
Yeah,
I was like,
yeah.
man, I can't believe he's not talking about Zootopia.
Yeah, I really,
He
really
was
like
obsessed with that
Zootopia.
movie.
I like that whole like idea because that's why I like Zootopia and Beastars and Odd Taxi's not quite the same way, but just like the characters, like you know a lot about the character just based on what animal they are. Like the foxes are all really sly, the monkeys are all like monkey. They're all like strong and brutish. I always really like that concept. How like you just have that trope just instilled onto the character. Just that's because that's what they are. I don't know.
This makes sense to you like anime then, because I mean that the characters have tropes even if they're not animals.
Yeah. But yeah.
Have you
it's kind
seen
of
Fantastic Mr. Fox
I've read the book, but I've not seen.
or Island of Dogs?
I've not seen the Island of Dogs actually.
It's a stop motion animal,
Yeah. We've seen trailers of it. I think.
supposedly critically
no,
acclaimed.
I know what you're talking about. It looks.
well, it's
kinda
Wes
creepy.
Anderson,
It is-
right?
It is good though. Yeah,
It looks. Yeah.
Yeah, I know
It
what
looks.
you're talking about.
It looks
yeah.
a little creepy. I guess I could.
it's
I could
odd.
See it.
It's just an odd movie, but
All right, going back to the concept of guilty pleasures, what actually is your guilty pleasure there, Carlie?
I would say like really just dramatic for the sake of being dramatic kind of shows like I just watched one called Virgin River on Netflix. That was like very guilty pleasure. Or Sweet Magnolias, stuff like that. That's like cheesy rom-com-y kind of Hallmarky kind of stuff.
Okay.
Any Hallmark
What?
movie ever, I would say, is a guilty pleasure. Also, maybe if you're gonna say like shows
What's a
that
Hallmark
most people
movie?
would know.
You never
Hallmark
seen a
movie?
Hallmark
It's like a holiday.
You've never
Christmas
seen a
movie?
Hallmark movie? It's
Okay,
like okay,
well-
no. Let me
that's-
give you the
Yep,
rundown.
Carlie's the expert
is
on
it
this. So
does
yeah.
it mean
She'll-
just like a specific thing, or is it like
Most of
this,
them will
this,
follow this.
does Hallmark make these movies?
Yes.
Wait,
Usually
okay,
they're Christmas
sorry.
themed.
Let you talk.
But most of
Okay.
them are as such. a girl, a very attractive girl from, New York City or LA, she's been having a rough time at work. She really needs to like step outside of herself and have a new experience. And so she winds up in this like podunk town in the middle of nowhere, where she could just really like get some closure and, all these things. But of course, she meets this like really oddly attractive guy in this
who's also out there
for
some reason.
Yeah.
And he's lived there his whole life, and he's a hometown boy, and everyone loves him, and this, that, and the other. And then she, of course, ends up falling in love with him, and then realizes that, this town is all she ever really needed, and that's really how she should be living her life, because everybody who says living in these big cities and doing all this stuff is the best is they're just missing out. You get all the small town charm, all the Christmas stuff, all the holiday family stuff. And that's basically
Damn, you are an
Hallmark
expert.
movie.
Yeah.
Wow. That was
He's
a good
a
crash
sucker.
course, I gotta say. Thank you.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
It's a good
And there's, like,
snuggle
50
up
of
by
them?
the fire at Christmas time movie.
And it's like when you start watching a movie, like within the first 10 minutes, you're like, okay, this gonna happen, and then it does. Very
gotcha.
predictable.
That's not why you watch it.
No, you watch it just for the sheer like mindless entertainment.
So where does the drama come in then? Is it just where like
Well, because
she has to fight with between
maybe
like
they
the two
find out
people?
a secret about her past life, or maybe this cute boy in the hometown has some ghosts,
Baggage,
yeah,
yeah.
ghost in his
Or maybe
closet
there
or
are
something,
two cute boys.
Yes,
Love
that's the
triangle.
other thing.
Yeah.
Maybe
That's
she's
the other
married,
thing.
and then
Oh.
she
Oh.
falls in love with this guy. I
Oh.
mean, really.
But then the guy from the city comes back.
well, in the
and
one I
it's
just
like,
watched,
wait.
yeah, there were like runaway people where like they were in an abusive relationship and then they ran away to this town where no one could find them.
But they found them.
But
they
they
found
found them, of course.
And
So
then, of
that's-
course, the boyfriend's got like drug problems or something. It's like
Yeah.
it like escalates.
or
It's
someone
all,
gets
it's all,
pregnant. That could be another
Yep,
one.
someone gets pregnant.
Yeah.
It's like, oh shit.
Or yeah, like random proposals. I don't know. Just things.
What,
All
what
happy endings,
defines,
though?
What defines a
course.
guilty pleasure?
What defines a pleasure that I think is
It's like when you watch something and you really, really like it, but you don't want other people to know you're watching it. Is the way I think about
it's
it.
like something that you know is not
It's not
good,
like good,
but you enjoy it because
yeah, like it's bad
you love
acting
the
or
tropes.
bad stories, but you still like them for some reason.
That definitely defines several anime I've seen.
Isekai.
I mean, I back in the day, I bet anime
Not
was
isekai.
considered a guilty pleasure. Back in like the 2000s, I bet it was considered a guilty pleasure. Now it's not, because it's not like that unpopular. But yeah,
Yeah. Community and The Office are amazing.
yeah.
And
They
Parks
all
I've not
are
seen
good.
Community though. I've seen The Office. Well, I haven't finished it. I
Do you guys
kind of
like The
got to a
Office?
certain point. I still haven't finished it.
You have to.
It's been like years and years since
you
this thing came
have
out.
to finish it.
I'm at the
So
part
good.
where they're just transitioning bosses. Like Will Ferrell's in it for the first time.
Yeah, those are bad. Like
Yeah.
basically after Michael Scott leaves, you're just gotta push through. You know.
See, that's where I stopped
Well, 'cause
watching it. Is after
I
Michael
remember,
Scott.
I remember seeing the last episode, like when it aired, years and years and years ago.
It's
and
a
I thought it
good
was like
last
really sweet.
episode.
Yeah, I thought it was
Yeah.
like, oh, I've never seen this show, but this seems really sweet.
Kind of serious toward the end, you know. It's
Yeah.
like, I don't know.
Yeah,
And that made me want to go back and actually watch the thing, but
should.
there's so many episodes,
You should. You should.
and I'm so busy rewatching other shows I've already seen before. So
yeah. His guilty pleasure's
Like
already been
Survivor.
lost to anime. Survivor.
Oh
And-
yeah.
or like
That would be
Stargate,
a
like
guilty
I throw an
Yeah,
episode of that.
SG1.
I think so. I think Survivor's good though.
Or like Amazing Race.
I'm
those,
happy.
like reality
Survivor's
TV
good.
shows.
I'm happy to say I watched those
A
shows.
guilty
'cause I
pleasure's
think
got to
they're
be
better.
like The Bachelor or something,
I don't
That's
like that.
right?
I think Bachelor. Well,
It would be, yeah.
but everyone watches The Bachelor.
But it's so bad.
it is really, really bad.
Speak for yourself.
Speak for myself. It is critically acclaimed or critically rejected.
I think.
Critically bad.
I-
I don't know. I'm trying to think of what my guilty pleasure is.
I feel like for mainstream shows that are really popular, my guilty pleasure would probably be Gilmore Girls.
Is that bad? I thought that
I
was
don't
still
know.
pretty good.
It's pretty good. That's
It's
just
just a
my
lot of
opinion.
drama.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's also like so many episodes. It's like insane.
Shit ton of episodes.
But it goes down as one of the most up there with some of the most popular shows like Friends and stuff. So.
Yeah, yeah.
Huh.
It was very popular.
Yeah, it's funny because you're saying these names and I'm like, some of them I've heard of. I couldn't tell you anything about the plot.
Yeah.
It's funny just how disconnected I am from most TV shows.
I think Gilmore Girls is about a couple girls. I don't know where the Gilmore comes from.
Their last name is
Wait,
Gilmore.
okay, let's try.
shit.
Let's hold on, Michael. Hold on. Michael, you and me, let's try and guess the plot of Gilmore Girls. So
It's going to be
you're right,
Sex in the City, but just under a different name. That's what I'm betting.
But
Nope.
no. See, it's
No.
several girls, all right, and one of them is named Gilmore,
Kind of. They're all
And-
named Gilmore.
and they live in an apartment together, and they go on adventures.
That's kind of true.
Okay.
They
That
live-
was closer than
and they live in a
than
big city.
No.
Not
Big
a
city.
Small
Oh, it's-
town.
Small town.
Really?
Oh,
Yeah, it's about
missed
this mother and daughter. She had her daughter when she was 16, and she left home because she hated her parents. And then it's about their life basically in this small town and all the people that live in the town, the relationships they have with them. And then it's just
wait,
like
is the town called Gilmore?
no, the town is called Stars Hollow. The girls like their last name is Gilmore.
Yeah. That's the fakest town name I think I've ever heard. Stars Hollow.
Stars Hollow.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, that's why I kind of say it's a little bit like a guilty pleasure.
Now, if it was like Springfield, that'd be more believable.
Yeah,
There's
I
like
guess.
50 Springfields in the U.S.
But yeah, it basically just goes through her. It starts when her kid is in like high school, like early high school, and then it just goes through like watching her grow up basically and watching the two of them mature and all the
Was it
things
the
that
same
happen.
actress too?
Well,
Si-
yeah.
Same actresses
Wow.
throughout
Yeah.
the whole thing. Yeah.
Yeah, then they
Dang.
did a reboot for 4 episodes that was recent, being like 20 years later or something.
Yeah.
And it's the same actress.
Same actors and actresses.
Wait, so when did
It's
it's not airing anymore?
No.
it was like
It's pretty
2000s.
old, yeah.
Early 2000s.
Early 2000s.
Dang, that's interesting.
Yeah. It's not in 1080p. It's like we got our brand new TV.
Yeah, and I was like, wow, this looks like
Picture this.
crap.
We get our brand new 65-inch LG OLED TV. Beautiful picture, 4K resolution. And what do we watch? Like a 480p show for like the next 3 weeks.
The same thing with Stargate. Like now, Stargate is so massive. And for most of the seasons, they're not 720 or 1080. They're all 480. So it's like
It's just, oh man.
struggling
I see the
to
pixels.
upscale this thing.
Yeah.
It's on
It's
this-
like it tries, but like you see all the pixels. So
Yeah, you have to stand back really far from the TV just to like, not have a headache afterwards.
oh yeah.
yeah.
Pretty
Yeah,
much.
it's break. Let me talk about TV for a sec, because the specific TV. Because me and Colton we had the same TV,
Yep.
same brand. Mine's slightly smaller,
Yeah,
but
mine's the Sigma male version at 65 inches.
I think you would have gotten the 80-inch if you really
If I could have,
Sigma.
yeah.
spend $8,000.
Yeah.
I have to disable every smart feature on this TV essentially to make it usable.
What?
Yeah.
Why?
Well-
So like there's several things on the TV, right? They always boast about like, oh, we have ultra high upscaling resolution and super view and true motion that
It's
can
like AI
smooth out
smoothing.
edges.
Yeah.
And I have to disable almost everything because when I play stuff, I just notice it messing up the video somehow. Like it'll like there's an auto contrast option that whenever it moves into which is supposed to increase contrast when it's in dark areas, but when I'm playing something that has actual contrast, it I can see parts of the image juddering out, like it's trying to figure out the contrast.
Yeah.
And I'm like, if I just disable it, it looks way better. Or I just set the contrast manually. And same thing with True Motion. Like with True Motion, it's supposed to make the edges let's say you're watching a movie at 24 frames a second, which is pretty
Yeah.
common for cinematic movies. Like war movies are a lot of 24 frames per second instead of
Yeah.
the standard 30. You can kind of notice that if you're looking for it. But what True Motion does is it kind of smooths it out, and then the result is every so often, at 10 seconds, it creates this break or judder, and I notice it, and it gets so annoying. So I have to disable everything on the TV.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. I like it, honestly. I like it when sometimes I get that 60 frames a second movement, but I'm not a film connoisseur.
Have you noticed
like
things that I'm
Sean.
talking about though?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. auto contrast, I haven't noticed that much. I don't really notice a whole lot. We keep a lot of the settings on because I don't see that stuff. I don't see all that really detailed stuff. The only things we see is like old movies with bad CGI. We'll see the bad CGI.
Yeah.
And that's
They don't really
but that's
stand out.
like that's with a 4K TV at this point. Sometimes like
Yeah.
you just see that stuff. So
Speaking of bad CGI, I'm going on way too many tangents here. Stop me when I get annoying. I was watching Lord of the Rings, The Hobbit, the last couple days, like those 3 movies. Man, is some of the CGI really bad? Like,
oh man, really?
And you'd think on like a multi-million-dollar movie, right?
you would think, this movie would have top-notch CGI, and it came out in like 2014, 2013, not long ago. But like, there's some scenes, like especially some of the magic and like just some of the movement, like water, looks terrible.
Oh really? Huh?
Or
Like there's a scene where Gandalf is like fighting back an evil spirit. It's like in movie 2 or something.
Okay.
And it's this like, I think he's actually fighting Sauron, and it's this like bubble sphere of energy he's pushing out. The sphere looks so 2D, like it doesn't. It looks terrible. I don't know how to describe it.
do you
better,
remember
but-
the Legolas scene where he's running up the stones falling and he's literally running and it's
I mean, that's good by comparison, though. Like, at least the things looked okay as opposed to the motion not looking right. You know?
Yeah.
Like the sphere thing, it didn't have any detail. It's like this blank, bland white sphere. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, should we start tasting some?
I was about to do that. I have not eaten dinner. Me and Karlie are wanting some snacks.
All
Well,
right.
choose one. Let's go.
Yeah. Wait, Karlie, did you have one? You should pick the first one, babe.
Don't you have to like do an intro and stuff
An intro of the snacks?
of the podcast?
We did all the intro already.
Oh,
Yeah, it did the deep voice. Remember? The Valentine's Day intro.
I didn't know if that was real. Okay.
All right.
It's just so normal
All right.
in our daily life for me to talk sexy like that.
Yeah, that's the real thing.
Yeah. I want to do the cookie, but you don't have to do the cookie first.
Yeah.
All right, you got to read.
Oh, I'm reading.
You got to read in your very
Wait,
narrative
what
voice.
are we eating?
We're doing-
get to it.
The Hascap cookie.
What page is it on?
For all our ASMR viewers out there. Man, I'm
We
gonna
gotta
make
find this.
everyone turn out off the podcast.
It's got like a purple wrapper.
Ooh, can I read this?
Wait,
this is
What page is it?
It's
though?
it's on page number shit. I don't know. It's this one. It's
Page
this one right
number
here.
shit.
Oh, you guys, come on. We
Purple.
gotta get a
Yeah.
description.
I do this in order.
It's the Hascap cookie by
Where?
Morimoto.
Wait, Hascap cookie. I don't even see this.
It's right here.
Oh, wait.
Gotta dig into
This
this.
little like it looks like little grape things.
Yeah, I think it's a sweet potato thing or a bean cookie. Bean.
We'll read the
Um,
description.
Bean
Where is it?
Oh, I think I
There
found
it
it.
is.
Yeah, I got
It's
it.
on page. Oh, it doesn't have a page number on
Yeah,
it.
it does.
I actually didn't see the page number either.
Bottom
But-
right corner.
Yeah, I know where page numbers are, Michael. It's not there.
Yeah, I don't think it's there. It's not there for me either.
Okay,
Like,
they do it every odd.
oh my god, it's
like-
on every other page.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who thought of that?
That's
Foxy,
helpful.
what are you doing? Who thought of that?
I think I found
Put it on
though.
every page.
Heck.
Hold on.
All right.
Hold on.
Karlie.
It's just not on this page. Weird.
Carly's got to read the intro.
Yeah, you
All
gotta
right,
do it.
your best.
You lost my
Your
page,
best
okay.
narrator voice. I want to hear it right now. You gotta get nice and close to the camera. The
Yep.
camera.
So read the title
microphone.
and then read what the description is.
Who's
And
it
then-
by?
and then read it in Japanese.
Read it in Japanese.
Okay. Hascap cookie by Morimoto. This super rare cookie is made with hascap or blue honeyberry, which can only be found in Hokkaido.
Hokkaido.
good.
Hokkaido.
Hokkaido.
Good.
Rich. You messed me up. All right. Rich Hokkaido butter balances out the taste of the sweet and tart berry.
Well, this sounds really good.
That
I'll
sounds
be
great,
I'm
yeah.
excited.
I've been wanting this cookie ever since we got this box in. We've had this box in for probably 2 weeks now, boys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, so mine went to my old house.
God. What is this?
Had to
'Cause
reship it.
I tried to update it in time, and I thought it did, but it didn't. But my next box will get to my new place. So
Oh, you're getting the next
all right,
box,
I'm
huh?
gonna try the thing.
Wait, we're not there yet.
Oh, it's soft.
Is
Yeah.
it? That's what I was hoping.
Like, oh.
Mmm. All right, ready?
That's a really nice aftertaste tartness.
I think we're going to B tier today, fellas.
B tier.
That's good.
Nah, I can see B tier.
I like this.
It's lacking to something. I don't know what it is. I feel like it's just because it's like the same texture through and through.
Yeah.
The
Like,
initial
if I
taste is
had
very
tea
nothing.
with this, it would be so good.
That would be good with tea,
There is tea in this box somewhere.
which we might have at a later time.
Yum.
Organic hojichika. Roasted organic Japanese green tea.
You're right. This would be
I-
good with tea.
I would eat this again.
That's
Yeah, the
that's
initial
solid.
taste is like bland, I think. And then the flavor gets you.
Well, it's like a shortbread cookie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's meant to be light and sweet.
You run Penny up here too. Hey, Pen.
It's a
I gotta
Ben.
say, Colton really confused me when I was at your guys' place.
Why is
Why is
that?
that?
Because he calls the cat a different name.
Yeah,
So I was
he
never
has,
sure
like,
the entire
20
time
names.
what the name of the cat was.
All right, so our cat's name is Penny because she's a lucky penny, right? However,
Okay.
I found it way more funny to call her Ben because why not? It's hilarious. A cat named Ben. It's amazing.
Okay, but the backstory is that, well, she, wandered up to my door when I was at an internship, and so we took her in. But my roommate at the time named her Pigpen because she was like super, dirty and like, scrawny and
That's such a
Poor
rude name
sad-
to name something.
yes, and that's exactly what I said. But they're, Pigpen, like from like the Peanuts characters, like Charlie Brown
Yeah,
or
yeah.
whatever. So it's like wholesome, kind of.
That's kind of
not
wholesome,
really.
but
Yeah.
And so I
It's
was
still
like, we are
unfortunate in
not
Peanuts.
calling this cat Pigpen. He was like, why not? I named it because I found it first. And I was like, no. And so then I named her Penny to be reminiscent of Pigpen, But I liked it more because it's like we found her because she's a lucky penny. And so that's where I got the idea for the name.
And you ended up keeping her, so
Exactly. And
You get
my
the name.
roommate got super mad when I like brought her inside. Maybe she had fleas. And,
Oh, she had fleas.
That's probably why.
she had diseases.
But,
we loved her anyway.
She was so cute. How could you say no to this little face?
was it a grown cat at the time? Was it a kitten?
No,
Or?
she was like 1, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so pretty young.
Yeah, pretty young. Well, it's hard to
So-
know. That's just what the vet
Cool.
thought.
When how many years ago was it that you got her?
2018.
Yeah.
So 4
Wow.
years.
She's
Oh, wow.
old now. 5 years old.
2018? Okay, but like that does not feel like 4 years ago, but
No, it
somehow it is.
Yeah.
Feels like 20 years ago.
I just had this experience because I had met up with some friends last night that I hadn't seen since college, and it's weird to think or to experience now that I'm getting old enough where I can say like, "Wow, I haven't seen you in 4 years" or something like that.
That's
Yeah,
weird.
isn't that crazy?
That's
That's
an adult
crazy.
thing we don't want.
Yeah, whenever
Yeah.
I'm like, how long has it been since I've seen that relative? Oh, yeah, like 6 years. Because it's like before I went to college or something. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Or something happened to you a decade ago, and you're like, wait,
You're just like,
an
what?
entire decade? What the heck?
Yeah, soon
when I
high
was
school is
14
going to be
then.
yes, high school is almost high school.
The
I-
10-year reunion. Oh,
God.
my
I was
gosh.
in high school a decade ago, right?
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
That's weird. That's weird. That's very
old.
strange. I don't feel
Also,
old.
speaking of getting old,
That's the
I-
problem. I feel young. I feel like I should still be in high school, but I'm not. That's the bad part.
I had mentioned that I was looking like I look at buildings now and wonder if they have good like bookshelves. And today I went to a mall and I was like looking around like, oh, look at all these places, and I saw a Crate and Barrel and I'm like, oh, a Crate and Barrel. Oh boy.
Oh my God.
Let's go in there.
I think you just reached 40 there, Sean.
yeah.
I
Like,
feel it.
Yep.
the only thing I used to be excited for was like a GameStop. Is like, Mom and Dad, if you ever moved somewhere that didn't have a GameStop, I'm gonna be so mad. Now it's like, yeah,
Now it's like, where is
Bath
the
and
grocery
Body Works,
store?
yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
is there a grocery
Do
store
I have a
within 10
grocer? I
minutes?
need a grocer,
Yeah.
not a
Yeah.
grocery store.
Yeah,
It's a
like a
grocery
little
store.
boutique grocery store where you can, get some specialty items or something like that. Need to have like a good cafe around too.
Yeah.
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 it's
The adult important things.
although I still stop by the Lego store because I'm like, gotta check out
You
those Legos.
course.
you have a Lego store?
Well, at the mall that I was at today, there was.
There's a Lego store at the mall you're at?
You
might
guys
have
You guys don't have Lego stores?
No. You might have just
No.
doxed yourself right there. If there's not many malls with Lego
There's
stores.
a ton of Lego stores. I mean, back when I was in California, there was a Lego store at the mall there. I mean, like, I feel it's pretty common.
Oh, I don't know. That's pretty unique to me.
Common maybe where you're at, but not out here.
Not where we're from.
Weird. All right, well,
Yeah.
Lego stores are cool.
Yes.
They
very
had
cool.
the new AT-AT there.
Oh,
Okay,
really?
yeah.
Holy shit. That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
That is pretty cool. So, Karlie.
I love my little Lego bonsai tree. That's so cool.
Oh, yeah. I want a real one.
That's cool.
I want a real one.
I don't know
Yeah,
if you can see
Colton's
it,
been
but
one-
it's over there in
Yeah.
my shoulder.
Oh, that's so cute.
I can
yeah,
send you a
Colton-
picture of it later. It's
Colton's been wanting a real bonsai tree for a long time. He puts it on his Christmas list every
Yeah, and
single
I
year.
never get it.
And we're like, where do you suppose that we're going to
It's
find
like one of those things because I put all these things. I've talked about this on the Christmas podcast, but I'm like, yeah, I put like things that are worth like $800 on my Christmas list. Just like do it.
Yeah,
I
and
dare
every
you.
time
I
I'm
dare
like,
you to get it.
please don't do that. Thank
Prove
you.
your love to me.
And yeah, meanwhile, like
through
yeah,
monetary value.
we have like 2 Christmas lists. One for his family because they asked for one, and then one for my family. And when I'm thinking about like what I'm putting on my list, I'm like, oh, like I'm trying to be like real humble about it and like not ask for too much and all this stuff. Colin's out here putting like $800
I'm like,
gifts on my family.
Play on the screen TV, please.
I plan on buying this TV for myself, but if any of you want to get it for me, that's totally fine.
Yep.
Like I will not be mad.
Put like a
I try-
GTX 3090 on there.
I should.
Or the RTX, yeah.
Your brother keeps putting a PS5 on there, and that's like
Well,
even
that's
more crazy
because
than what I'm
his
putting on
wife
there.
is the one that's gonna get it, not the rest of us. It's an unspoken rule.
Yeah. One day when I make a lot of moolah, I'll get everyone like everything on their list. I'll get everyone just all the things.
That'd be fun.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
I want a bonsai tree too, or I wanted a real one, but I don't want like a normal looking bonsai tree because normally it looks kind of just like moss, a little bit. I don't want that. I want. Have you ever seen those mini maple trees?
Like they look
No.
like a full tree, but they're like hand.
But they're small.
Hand
Yeah,
size?
it's just miniaturized.
Yeah,
and
I love that
the,
shit.
The maple leaves are miniature. Like it looks so cool.
It's aesthetic
But-
AF.
I don't know how to get it, and I imagine it'd be pretty expensive.
Yeah.
And I'd probably kill it. I'll be
Well,
honest.
I think Carl and I looked at some bonsai trees not too long ago, and they were not too pricey, but they were also the really beautiful ones were really old, and they're priced by their age, is what I was
Yeah.
told. So that's the thing. If it is a really old tree, yeah, you'll be paying hundreds of dollars.
Well, more than that. I mean, yeah, they're
Yeah.
a lot of money.
Yeah.
I wonder if I can.
Yeah. It's a niche little world, little community.
Yeah, the bonsai community.
It's a thing. Like I was doing some research because I was like, man,
Oh, because I
Colton
wanted
keeps
one.
putting this on his list. I think I should try at least. And so then I looked into it, and
They're
I
like,
don't know.
no.
It was so complicated. Oh, that's cool.
That looks like
That's
insane.
pretty cool.
How
I'm
much
showing
is
you
it?
a little mini bonsai tree. I don't know. This is just seeds, so obviously
Oh.
not going to work out too great. I don't know how.
Take years.
Oh, this one is bonsai maple tree. Oh, so that's a 3D model. What?
Oh.
Maybe
Get
that would
the-
work. Maybe I
the
just get
3D
3D
model
model
and
of a
print
bonsai
it.
tree.
Just print it out.
Those are cool. I also just like
Yeah, I
succulents,
just-
mostly because they're really easy. Like you get like a little cactus.
Okay, can you tell me your secret? Because seriously, every single succulent that I've ever owned, I kill. Like,
Do you
it's
overwater
supposed
them?
it's supposed to be the easiest thing to take care of, and every single time it dies.
What the hell, Karlie?
And I tried, like, doing
you
what I was
just
supposed
bad?
to do, like watering it once a week or whatever. I don't know. Like,
Don't you have to do it once a week? You can do it like once every 2 weeks to once a month,
maybe
and the
I
thing
was
still lives.
overwatering it.
Maybe,
I don't know.
Like how much? Like literally, like half the time, especially in like our environment, just the water in the air is enough for those things.
Too
So
much
maybe you
love.
were overwatering it. You're
I
drowning
just
it.
had too much love for the
too
plant.
much
I
love.
think that's what it was.
It's like you suffocated it with your love.
Wait, but that's not good.
Yeah, well, it's fine. Now you know.
My dad has a plant. It's this like I don't know. It's got these viney things, and the flat leaves come off of it. and it's in a little pot. And he's had this plant way longer than I've been alive. Like, he's
30 years?
I think he got it when he was in college. And
Wow.
he's just been watering this thing once a week for like 30 years.
Forever.
and
For his whole
and
life.
sometimes I feel like he cares more about the plant than me. Because he
And
just,
it's like, son, if you like break that plant, I will break you.
it's like his first child, you know? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's really cool. What kind of plant is it?
I couldn't tell you. It's just some sort of basic plant. It's not a bonsai. It's just a plant.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And it
My
hasn't
parents-
grown?
It like it's longer, but it hasn't like it's not big. It's just like
Just like
kinda
really, really
viney.
long.
I'm just getting
Yeah.
Peace Lily vibes. I don't know if you've ever seen Hot Fuzz, the movie Hot Fuzz.
No, but I know the plant you're talking about.
Exactly, yeah.
Hmm.
Huh.
My parents have plants that were from my great grandmother. Like,
Really?
They're really old. Yeah, they're older than my dad.
Yeah,
they're like older
and
than 50 years old.
Those aren't the ones your mom wanted us to
They
take,
wanted us
right?
to take one. They wanted
I'm
us to take one
I
that was like
will
80 years
kill
old.
it. Please.
I was like, yeah, 80-year-old plant. That's like almost
Yeah.
as old as my grandma. Like
It's like killing
I
your
will own
grandma.
it.
You don't want to take that plant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, Jesus. But I don't know what type of plant that is, but they are very long. They're like droopy because they like grow up and then around and down their little pots. So I don't know if you can trim them or something, or if they just grow really slowly or something like that. But
I don't know. That just seems like a lot of responsibility.
yeah.
And I think that would pretty much just, break the deal with your parents. They would just be like, Karlie,
Like,
kill
all right,
our
she's out of the
plants.
picture. Get her out of here.
Goodbye.
Yeah.
You killed our plant. That's the rite of passage. If you get
You
this
kill the
plant, and
plant.
keep it alive,
Oh
You can
no,
stay.
that's too much pressure.
Yeah.
I'd be like, sorry, I need to take the day off of work just to be with
Just
my
to
plant.
just to like sing to my plant and talk.
no, you
to
don't
it.
understand. I need to keep
I
on this
need
plant.
This is bigger
childcare
than my
time.
job.
Yep.
This is bigger.
Yep. Maternity leave just for the plant.
Exactly.
That's
yeah.
funny.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Should we move on to our next one?
I'm-
Colton, you want to do the honors?
I'm so hungry,
digging
guys.
through-
I'm
wow,
dying.
this is a giant bag.
Yeah.
All right, I do want to do the honors. What are you guys feeling? I'm feeling this Suki Samu
Anpan
chocolate. Yes.
That's what I was gonna get.
Oh wow, great minds
What?
think alike.
Where is it?
I have no idea.
Oh dear.
It looks like this
can't find it.
macaroon looking thing almost, but it's like
Okay, I
Is it
found it.
these?
it's like a
Oh.
mooncake. No,
What does it look like?
it's I don't know what the
Oh,
package
there it
looks
is.
like.
Well, this is thick. This is a thick boy.
Can you guys show us it? Because I have no idea what it looks like either.
It's clear.
Thick.
It's clear.
I'm showing it right now.
Damn, boy.
Yo, damn boy, she thick.
Thick.
All right, I'm gonna read as you open this, Karlie, please. All right. Tsuki Samu Anpan chocolate. It's a Baksood and Honma collaboration. Anpan is a sweet roll that's filled with bean paste. This Anpan gets an upgrade with the addition of rich chocolate. This dense yet luscious dessert is best cut into pieces and then paired with our hochija tea. Ah, so we're not gonna have the tea, but I want it. The flavor profile.
But this is the
sweet.
bean paste, so Karlie might like this.
It is vegetarian. However, it does have milk, eggs, and wheat. It also contains not applicable.
All right. This thing looks like it's gonna
Thing
be
looks
good.
amazing.
Yeah.
It looks like
All
a
right.
really
Oh,
dense
this
chocolate
is an
cookie.
Interesting consistency.
Is it? I'm gonna give it the food
Oh,
review.
whoa, yeah.
There's the cross section.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
Can't-
It's like a bread.
kind of tastes like a protein
But-
cake.
That's exactly what it tastes like.
Oh,
I'm not sure about this, guys.
much more bread like than I would have thought.
Yeah, once I get to the filling in the middle, I can see the protein paste type deal.
Yeah, it does. It feels like one of the, you've heard of protein brownie?
Yep.
It's the bitterness. That's what I think
Yeah.
makes it feel like protein.
Also, when I ripped it apart to share it with Colton, it just had a weird, like it wouldn't, I don't know.
Oh, like it was like plastic, like styrofoam. Just...
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Karlie, I want to ask you. You've been a fan of the podcast for a while. You watched most of our episodes. I think you're pretty much caught up now. What are some of the takes that you have just completely disagreed with on our podcast? I think you've told me a couple.
That I've takes?
Like the takes.
Opinions?
Yeah,
you?
opinions.
Yeah.
Are there any
thoughts are-
opinions that you've like radically disagreed with?
Well,
Tell us why you hate our
1000%.
opinions, Colt. Or Karlie.
1000%. When you were suggesting that steak should not be
Yeah.
cooked in the
Plus
oven.
1 for
Okay,
oven steak.
bullshit.
Oven steak plus 1.
You
Dude,
want to go
every time
again?
you
Yeah.
go to a restaurant, that's how they cook it.
I don't like restaurant steaks.
Turn
No,
on.
that's impossible.
Look up Gordon Ramsay. How do you cook a steak?
That guy doesn't know how to cook.
Yeah, right, Sean. That's,
Oh,
that's
man.
what that's what the someone who doesn't know how to cook says.
Oh, but they're so good. They're so tender, and yeah, I
It's
will
even more
say, like,
tender when you just cook a steak on the open skillet.
That's
Done
that's
and
not
done.
how that works.
Don't
though.
have-
You know
See,
what?
I'm
You know
not-
whenever when you have skill
You
to
gotta
actually cook
slow
something
cook
on a
it.
skillet.
No.
No, see, here's the thing. It doesn't matter because you have to have like the sigma male of sigma male skill to cook it on the pan fry perfect every time. That is not possible.
Thank you. I can.
Thanks.
No,
Yeah.
that's not how that works. It is the finite precision you have in cooking that steak. I can cook it to any temp. You want it cooked to 144.5, I can cook it to 144.5 because of the oven. Because it's a
That's
controlled
what sous
environment.
vide is for, not
Yeah.
for oven. Ovens are so imprecise in temperature.
They are not. No, it's bringing the steak
How
up to
about,
temperature.
Oh man, we all gotta get together.
See,
and
that's
then
just a
we'll
compliment
make
for
you
me
a
because
steak.
We
I
all
cook
gotta
my
make our
steak
own
amazing
steaks.
every single time.
Yeah, we
and
could have like
So
a
do I, but
cook-off.
except ours is better.
Well, okay, like the preferred.
Press X to doubt. X to fucking
You
doubt.
sear it and then you put it in the oven. Okay.
Yeah, wait a minute.
That's neither
Wait
here
a
nor
minute.
there.
Are you
I
do you
did-
guys sear your steaks? Because like,
Oh yeah.
I feel like
but that's part of the process.
well,
I don't
no,
really
I know.
sear it. I just kind of cook one side, cook the other
See,
side.
that's incorrect. You can't do that. That's not correct. You have to sear the
That's
steak.
totally correct.
What
That's
I,
how you cook
what I
things.
don't. I
You
would be.
lock in the flavor.
What I
Yeah.
don't really understand. If you sear both sides, I guess you must just turn the heat
I lock
down
in the
after you
flavor
sear
with
it.
butter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you baste it with butter and
You
garlic
baste it and then you
deliciousness.
put it in the oven. All right, think of a
Don't
chef
need
right
to
now.
because guess
think,
Hold
what?
on.
Think of a
It's
chef
already
right now.
perfect. Okay, how do you like your steak? Because like I eat mine medium
Medium
rare. I like
rare.
mine
Medium
pretty
rare.
bloody.
Medium rare,
Medium rare.
absolutely.
Really?
I can go all throughout.
You do well done. So this is
Depends on the
why. Wait a minute, Sean. That's
Wait,
just
so you do
incorrect.
well
I mean,
done on-
all spectrum. I'll take
Okay.
medium rare,
Okay, I was
rare,
like, that's like incorrect in all forms.
all
I was
cooked.
like, Sean, I'm gonna have to leave.
I'll eat anything.
Yeah, you're eating like
Just like leather, basically.
a well steak. Yeah, is just
Well,
steak.
is terrible. No. But like a little bit pink in the middle to like a lot of pink in the middle, all good.
Okay.
I have never had have you guys ever had a steak, any of you, like a blue flame steak where you just sear the outside and everything else is
No.
straight raw?
yeah.
I've had like seared ahi. I imagine that's somewhat
It's like the
similar,
same
but
thing, but with beef, yeah. I actually kind of
Yeah.
want to try it, even though I don't think it would be my favorite.
It's
but-
not. I don't think it's as tasty.
Oh, really? Okay.
You
Yeah,
want
I don't
a
think I'd
little
like
bit
it
of like I
A
like
little
medium
bit of
rare because
cooking.
when you like cook
flavor
it-
comes from cooking.
yeah.
Yeah, like you don't want it just to be. I definitely get that, but I want to still try it. It's like
I think it
Yeah.
tastes like that horse meat that we had in Japan. It'd be like just
Yeah.
except seared
So-
on
I
the
can
see
outside.
that.
just put a shit ton of garlic on it. That's perfect.
If you do that to anything, then you're good.
Yeah, butter and
yeah.
garlic is the way. It
Pretty
is the
much
way.
makes
This is the
everything
way.
better.
Any other takes, babe?
I'm trying to think if there was anything else. I don't know if anything sparked as much of a
As much of a
reaction,
reaction.
a reaction from me. I'm trying to think. I mean, a lot of times I feel like I agree with what you're saying. Like
We're agreeable.
you talk a lot about like, well, in
we
the
are
earlier
pretty
episodes
agreeable.
you talked a lot about like public transportation and how that should be everywhere and things, and I completely agree with that. All your like travel tips and stuff were agreeable. I don't know. I can't really think of anything I was like, oh.
Yeah. That might mean we need
Maybe
to have more
food
arguments.
stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Food is
trying
a
to
very
think.
divisive topic.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. And I guess just like we kind of talked about in the beginning, like your opinions on, like you were talking about Arcane and all the stuff there. I know Colton had mentioned in that episode that I had like a really strong reaction to Jinx because I like seriously hated that character.
Yeah.
And,
She's great.
and
I mean,
all
that's
of
her
you were like,
character.
"Oh,
It's
she's
great
great,"
for that.
and I was like, "I don't know about that."
I mean, she's a good
Yeah,
character.
as in,
Well,
like-
sure. No, I can level with that. Like, she obviously was written well. If I'm like
You
mad,
hate her, yeah.
for sure. But
like
every
Gabby.
time I'm just like, what?
Yeah.
Why? Like, why? Like, your sister was there for you this whole time, and this how you gonna do her? Like, why? And so
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, yeah. So, I mean, Colton gave us a little bit of like your opinion on it, but obviously it's best direct from the source. So you kind of like summary of that is
You know how Colton is. He twists words all the time.
Yeah.
So.
For sure.
It's I'm
Can't be
fully honest,
trusted.
fully honest, fully honest.
Yeah,
man
but so
here.
why was Jinx? Why did she just
Well,
create that
because
reaction in you?
I tried to, whenever I watch shows, sometimes I think I get frustrated when they're not
They're not as
realistic.
smart as me. No, I'm kidding. I'm sorry. I'm
No.
just interrupting you at this point.
when they're not when they're not realistic, right? I'm thinking like, all right, if I'm in that situation, that is 1,000% not how I would react. But at the same time, how would I know since I haven't been in that situation? So I can kind of.
She's
see where
also
you're coming
like
from, but...
kind of traumatized and
She's
For sure,
got some
but-
mental
obviously is not
issues,
as emotionally stable.
She also had issues when she
But
was
I'm
a kid
also
as well.
like, you're gonna,
clearly.
but so you have trust issues, but yet you're gonna trust the one person you shouldn't trust, arguably. Like I don't know. It just really
Arguably.
irritated me because it's like the people that have actually been there for you the entire time and who are still there for you after all the crap you put them through, and you're still gonna treat them like garbage. Why? Like,
It's hard, man.
it's hard.
I think
hard.
I think it's at least not to disagree, but I think in Jinx's case, it's kind of like how some things will imprint on like a mother or the first thing it sees during like a formative moment.
yeah.
Her killing most of her family was a pretty formative moment.
Yeah.
But then wouldn't you
And-
feel guilty instead of like resentful? I don't know.
Well,
Like-
she's
Well, I think, and she was guilty, and then what's her name, Vi, slapped her
her.
and ran away,
clapped
and then
her.
the
Wouldn't
dude
you?
that came
Clapped
by.
her.
All of your
That's a
friends
good
dead.
description.
No,
Yeah.
I would too. But then the other dude, it's like, it's okay.
Oh, sure.
That was
Yeah.
cool.
At
That was
the
pretty
time-
sick. Like
Yeah.
you'd probably like, hey, you're pretty cool.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like he took her in when no one else will because she thought Vi left her for good, and she was she was absolutely mortified at that thought.
And
But
that's what
then
she was
instead
more
of
mortified
feeling
about too.
guilty- Oh, I don't
Is like
Yeah.
she was
I'm gonna have to put
less.
up Arcane spoilers
I
for
feel
this
like that she was less guilty.
yeah,
I don't. Yeah, it's become arcane, but
It's fine.
This is. I felt like she was less guilty about like obviously she was like, oh my god, she killed him, but she was more like I was trying to help. This all turned out, and then when Vi hit her, like obviously that like relationship broke,
Realizing she did wrong.
and how she interprets the world is seems to like be very like from a psychological perspective is like very she's a very dependent person, right? Like she obviously needs someone.
Yeah, it
to-
needs validation from
Yeah.
Vi and everyone. So
And so she switched that over to Silco, which obviously is not the best person. Just
but he
Yeah, try-
validated her.
exactly, yeah, to seek validation.
Yeah.
So
What a thought-provoking show, I gotta say.
Yeah.
Talking about you were
true.
saying earlier how you like the thought-provoking stuff. Maybe that's why you liked it potentially
Yeah.
because you.
Yeah, I think it was a really good story, and I'm excited to see what's next too because they left it on a lot of cliffhangers, So
yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, I think the entertainment value was definitely there. It was a very intricate story too. Like I like it like when there's multiple different things going on, multiple
Yeah,
different angles
different
you can take and
characters.
stuff. So I thought the character development was pretty good.
What do you think? What would you recommend them to watch? You think? Like, if
What
you had
do
to
you
recommend
mean?
a show to
Gilmore
Mike and
Girls?
Sean,
No.
what would you recommend them to watch, knowing their tastes?
or Colton, if you guys
Or
haven't
not
seen
even
one.
knowing our taste. I mean, like we tell you to watch things,
Yeah,
not
like,
knowing
we've
you
been-
might not like them.
We've been getting a lot of
So-
anime advice. Like, what do you think they should watch?
Oh.
Out of curiosity, I have a few shows in mind that might be interesting.
I'm trying
but-
to think of like murder mystery shows that we've seen, but I can't think of any names. Of course, I'm blanking now. Oh
Well, you
yeah,
can think
of
on it.
course. Yeah, okay. So, How to Get Away with Murder. That's a good one. You
I've
should
heard
watch
of that one.
It's
Yeah.
very dramatic. In later seasons, it could maybe be called a guilty pleasure, but I think
yeah, maybe
it's a very good.
How many seasons
show.
are there?
There's
like six, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
six.
Oh my God.
Is it like self-contained episodes, or is it an overarching plot?
Overarching
plot. But it is
Oh,
really
no.
good. It is really good. Like it just gets deeper
I
and
think-
deeper and deeper.
That show was like a
Okay.
show of all things. My mom's like for those who don't know, my mom's the most Christian lady ever. She's a Jehovah's Witness, so she's super like strict on things like on what she watches, and She hates all blood, all gore, all sex, any of that stuff, right? And then we watch this show, How to Get Away with Murder, and it's like literally everything. It's literally got all of the above.
It's
got every. It's like, Mom, you're just watching the show about like these kids just murdering people, like because they can, or because they have to.
I just think it's neat.
Yeah. So she's like, yeah, that's a
Mark
great
Simpson
story. I'm like, oh,
I think you're outing your mom right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit.
So it was really interesting.
Even my parents watched it too.
Yeah.
And we usually don't agree on shows.
Yeah.
So.
That show was a really good. What would you say? It's not cat and mouse. It's like when I say cat and mouse, like Death Note or something like that. It's really
addicting. That's the way I would think about
it's
it.
like
'Cause you want to solve it, like you want to know what's going to happen. It really sort of brings you along.
yeah,
you
it's
know?
more of like a drama. There's a lot more drama in it and dramatics, but it's not always tasteless. It's like kind of there, and you kind of get wrapped up in it. So
That's
it's
a
kinda
good one.
nice.
Yeah, I would.
So what you're saying is
recommend
watch
that
the first season and then go from
one.
there.
You will like it.
Well,
If
yeah.
you watch the first
Is-
season, you will for sure.
Is the
watch
first
more
season
seasons.
just self-contained, or is there like a thread that? Okay, no.
It's the whole like
The whole
the
thing.
6 seasons are all linked
okay.
together.
Yeah, I mean, it does end. It actually ends at the
Yeah.
end, but
Yep.
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Oh, so
I
it's
would
finished.
recommend that.
It is finished. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not
all right, good to
sure
know.
what else we've watched that they'd like though.
I mean, I am like the spokesperson for this show called Maid. I would
Oh, yeah.
highly
We love
recommend
that
you
show.
watch that. I don't know
Not
if
Handmaid's
you would...
Tale, but Maid.
No, it's just called Maid. It's from Netflix. Probably, in my opinion, well, it's the best thing I watched last year.
MAID or MADE?
MAID. Yeah. It's like a short series, but it's
Is it about like a
conclusive.
plumber or?
No, it's about...
It's about a plumber.
It's not
Good
about a
one.
It's about this single mom, like, you know, trying to raise her kid with like little to no help and like going through her struggles, and it really gives you a lot of perspective on like what, you know, a lot of people out there go through. And you know, there's a little bit of like abusive relationships in there and things like that, so it's pretty dramatic, but it's like, I don't know, it's a really good story, and it gives you a lot of perspective, and that's why I really liked it, because it kind of changed the way I thought about things after I watched it. So I like
That's
to do
interesting.
Yeah, it's a drama still. Yeah.
I love, that's really just what I watch.
You love
I
those like
decided.
intimate stories
Dramas.
is what you like.
Dramas.
Yeah.
Did you
So-
guys have any like shows that you watched with your with your parents or your family? Like, oh, this is the show that we all watch together. Do you ever have that?
Shows or movies?
Shows.
I watch. You want to know what I watched with my parents?
Yeah.
Greatest show, Biggest Loser.
Oh,
Right here. My mom loved reality TV. We watched Biggest Loser a lot together. That's such a weird memory now that you bring that up. I don't really like the show.
Yeah.
It was just interesting. Like I like seeing how much weight they could like get off in a reasonable time. And then also there's those dark horses where they like gained weight, where they went through all this work and then they gained like 2 to 10 pounds even sometimes.
Oh.
And
They
it was
were the
always like
Biggest
this big
Loser.
dramatic, like, you gained 10 pounds, you piece of shit. Like, what are you doing? Like, they're like,
I've never seen
Yeah.
one of those shows.
yeah, it was.
You've never seen Biggest Loser?
No.
Oh, it's a horrible show. Don't
It's a
watch
bad
Yeah.
show. I mean, I don't watch it in my.
I was spared
free
that
time,
as
but-
a kid. The one that really, like my mom and I would watch is NCIS.
Ah.
Oh, really?
That was
So
popular.
any of those cop shows would be like the one.
Yes. Same.
So like NCIS was the big one though. Is like always watching that. Like gosh, like 13 seasons I think of that we watched.
Dang.
And yeah, heck, I still I saw it pop up recently on my phone. I'm like, I want to rewatch this, and it brought back so many memories. I'm like, oh, I know these
Yeah.
characters stuff like that because obviously I haven't seen it in the past decade, and I don't know if it's even airing anymore. Is it? I don't know.
It's like this hidden knowledge in your brain.
Yeah, exactly. Right.
yeah,
I watched a lot of shows with my. Oh, sorry.
Oh,
Carlie.
sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I was gonna say I watched a lot of shows with my parents growing up. Like we watched Survivor together. We would do Amazing Race. We watched Game of Thrones together.
Really?
Interesting.
Yeah, I watched all of Game of Thrones.
Yeah, I'm watching that solo. Just saying.
Yeah, there's
Yeah,
definitely some moments in there that are a little bit odd,
When
but
you just
but
had-
yeah, I mean it was a
when you just
family
saw-
show.
when
We
you just-
we love to.
When you just saw the sex scenes, are you just like, yeah, well, sure.
Yeah.
Clever.
There's not
Good
too
plot.
many throughout
Good
the
plot.
whole like 60
Are you talking about?
episodes
No,
and
dude. There's
whatnot.
so many sex scenes in the first.
The
first 4 seasons.
I think they calmed down. Wait, I don't know if we started watching it like from episode 1 together, but like after season 2 or 3, we all watched every episode.
I know a great family show. Sorry, small tangent, but you guys should watch with your family. It's a show called Euphoria on HBO Max.
Oh yeah.
It's so good. It's such a great family show.
I don't
it's
know
like
if you're
about
trolling
teens.
me or not.
It's such a good like teen show. I'm not trolling you. It's such a good like teens coming of age story.
No.
And if you watch, dude, it's like gives.
I mean, it's
both
a great show.
Gives the parents perspective and it gives you perspective with your parents.
Mm-hmm.
You'll just learn so much about yourself and like all the perspectives of teens in this show. And I think you should watch
Karlie,
with your parents.
can you be
I
real
recommend
with me
everyone
here?
to do that. No, it's
what's the
seriously,
actually in
it's
it?
so good.
Part of me kind of wants you to just listen to Colton and to just see what happens.
It's
but,
a great family show. Euphoria. It's about
not
like
a family show.
the
Family
Euphoria.
friendly?
What it means is it's like the euphoria of like raising children. It's like how good you feel. Like it's better than drugs. Is what
Okay, you're just telling me
basically is.
bullshit right now.
No,
He is memeing
no.
so
I'm
hard.
not memeing.
Oh,
It
yeah.
is so good.
Colton's ability to make something up on the spot is unparalleled.
No, it's
Isn't it
it's
kind of
pretty good.
concerning? It's like,
It's a
Yeah,
little
Yes.
concerning.
what else have you made up?
it's just truth. I'm not faking anything, but definitely recommend viewers. Please turn that on.
We
with
didn't
your
meet him at
parents.
school. He's just some random guy.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Sorry, small tangent. I don't know what we were talking about, but
Yeah.
Hey, maybe
Carlie
we
was
need
going to
some
talk
more
about what she
snacks.
watched with her family.
yeah.
Oh yeah, I was very similar. Like my mom always watched Law and Order.
Oh yeah.
Law and Order, and then Law and Order SVU. And so I was just kind of watched it. I never really liked it. but I
SVU.
was
That's
just-
a bit much to watch with a kid. I feel like that was the one.
Well,
I
not.
never
I
watched
mean,
that.
not when I was a kid, but
Okay.
when I was older. And then Amazing Race. That was a big one in my house.
Yeah.
For sure.
A staple.
Yeah.
Survivor was
A
ours for a
staple.
long time, and then
Yeah.
it became other stuff. But we also watched BattleBots when that was in like 2005 when that became a thing.
Sean loves
BattleBots. You haven't heard of BattleBots yet, Karlie, but I explained to Colton and Michael the amazingness that is BattleBots.
And we can watch it. I have yet to watch some, but maybe we should try it out. It is Sean's
I got a
like,
new
favorite.
episode I'm going to watch tonight. It's going to be so good.
It's
There's
your
a lot
favorite
of drama,
live
but I
action,
feel like it's
or favorite
It's
reality
my favorite
TV show.
sport, probably.
Super Bowl? Nah. BattleBots.
No, I'd rather
yeah.
watch the BattleBots tournament.
yeah.
Yeah, that's weird. As we're recording this, the Super Bowl is playing. We're just
Yeah.
that dedicated to you viewers.
Yeah.
We really enjoy
Yeah.
we're-
For any foreign viewers out there, the Super Bowl is America's kind of biggest sports day. Yeah.
Yeah.
Where the the two finalist pro football teams kind of go head to head, and so. Yeah, and there's a lot of money put into it. I mean, was it? It's like
There's a lot of money
every
put into
second is like $100,000 for a Super Bowl ad or something like that because everyone's watching.
Super Bowl commercial.
Something crazy like that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I only watch it for the commercials in the halftime show and also the snacks.
Yeah.
The snacks?
Yes,
Oh,
because every
Super
Super
Bowl
Bowl you
snacks.
have
Oh, yeah.
wings, you have chips and dip, you have all this bad stuff that's oh so good,
Oh,
I would like going to the parties just to kind of hang out with my friends and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a
My
good
group
time.
of family friends would always get together. So.
Yeah.
betting.
yeah.
Did you never bet on the Super
Oh,
Bowl?
and the
Like,
gambling,
You do
yeah.
squares. Yeah. It's the only thing I'll gamble on is squares. All right, I'll do the next one then.
Yeah, do another snack, Mike. Another snack.
Do a snack.
All right.
I also wanted to ask you what your favorite podcast or least favorite podcast was, and your favorite one was at some point.
Like, of all podcasts?
Yeah, I want to ask Karlie like what her favorite one and least favorite one is, because I think her least favorite one's gonna be kind
Karlie,
of funny.
do you listen to a lot of podcasts?
No.
No, of ours, of our podcast.
Oh, I thought you meant in general.
I think it'll be
of all
kind of funny what her
podcasts.
least favorite podcast is.
Yeah, I want to hear this.
Episode. You're using the term.
I'm not like I'm
sorry,
not doing
Michael,
this
go-
to like
go
make
for the
like put you on the spot or
Let's do a.
We'll eat a
let's
snack.
do one of these
and I'll
we'll eat a
think about
snack.
it.
Yeah. What snack should we do,
All right.
Mike?
So we're gonna go with the Choco Arare. It's like a chocolate coated gourmet.
Hold it
Rice
up so we can
cracker.
see.
Yeah, can you hold it up for
This
us?
one. It's the first one.
Oh, I just had that.
Yeah.
Oh, is it? It's one.
Chocolate coated gourmet rice cracker
Oh,
with almonds.
This looks so good.
Oh.
Oh
man.
no.
It looks like a turd.
It's on page 9.
All right. So,
Can you go for the read, Michael?
Choco Arare by Mochi Kichi. Delicious milk chocolate enrobes puffed mochi rice and almonds in this premium Arare rice cracker. The texture is amazingly crisp and airy and tastes deliciously nutty as well.
Oh, nutty, guys. It's so nutty.
All right.
Oh,
We're so
yeah.
mature.
We do like the nutty snacks.
I love nut. It's in my snacks. All right, we eating?
Yeah, let's do it. I'm getting the cracker sounds. This looks like a Babe Ruth almost.
It reminds me of a Butterfinger.
There's no nuts in this.
Yeah.
Oh wait, yeah there are.
There is.
Yeah.
Sean was offended by the lack of nut.
I couldn't see any, so I was confused. But then
That was pretty good, but
That's
that's
good.
very
Yeah, that's
generic. Very generic. I'll give it C tier. C. That way everyone knows.
yeah, pretty generic, but not bad.
Yeah. So Karlie, you're saying what's your least favorite podcast of ours?
Okay. Hopefully we'll still remain friends after this. But my
Uh-oh.
least favorite one was actually the one about the Japan trip.
Oh, really?
What?
Yeah, wait,
I
what
thought it
did
was-
you think?
I thought it was gonna be the snack one. That's why I asked you.
Oh.
I thought it was gonna be this great dichotomy.
Yeah,
But why? I'm curious because
Yeah, I wanna get
I can
constructive
think of a reason
criticism
why,
here.
but
it was just hard for me to, you know how I talked about, like, if I am entertained, I like to feel like immersed, you know? I didn't really feel that. Like, I felt like I would have had to be there with you in order to get the most out of it. Does that make sense? Like,
Yeah,
it was
I can
almost too
understand that.
detailed,
Yeah.
if that makes sense. Like,
I think it was really just us revisiting our memories.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was just like that was a very much. Of a
It was
trial
fun for
one.
us, you know.
Yeah.
It may not have been a good something for a
If it
viewer,
wasn't
but
fun for you, you can suck it. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
yeah, I wasn't, yeah, but that is funny. That
I
makes
thought
sense.
that this
I
is
thought
like
you
a
were-
completely
yeah.
different turn. I thought because Karlie was telling me the other day, she was like, you said it was going to be ASMR snacking, and I didn't
And
get
it
as much
wasn't.
ASMR as I thought I was going to be getting in that podcast. So I thought she was going to say the ASMR snacking one as we were eating snacks, and then it wasn't that one.
Well,
But no, I
I had
definitely
to think about it holistically, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was a little butthurt about that, but
She wanted the ASMR snacks.
I was like, oh, that's
Fair
cool.
enough.
They're trying to do
Yeah.
ASMR stuff, and then it wasn't. I was like, are you kidding me? Clickbait.
that's how you get the viewers.
Hey, we
You
got good
clickbait,
viewership
right?
that week. We clickbaited so many good
We
people.
did.
And it also is kind of sad on a podcast, you know, like listening to you eating snack. It's like when I don't have the visual, it's a little harder.
That's why we were
Yeah.
going like a little less hard with the snacks today, I think.
Yeah,
that's
that
probably a
makes
good way to
sense.
go. Or if there's a different way to do it, I guess. There might be a better way to do it that's more entertaining. I don't know. I
Visual.
don't know.
My favorite podcast, or I did the same thing you did. My favorite episode, is either the Halloween episode, because I was like cracking up
spooky one.
at Sean reminiscing, or what the one with when you were talking about
All the
your
stories.
dreams. That was like the same episode, right?
Yeah,
Oh,
I think it's
yeah.
Halloween.
Yeah, I don't
My
know
weird
why. I just thought
dreams.
that was so entertaining. Like I'm just picturing Sean like writing in this dream journal, and it gave me a lot of entertainment. And,
Yeah.
the other, I really liked the oven steak one too, just because I got an emotional reaction.
Because we argued, yeah.
I was like,
Listening to the
no.
vibe. You're like, what? What are they talking about?
I would love to revisit. Karlie, you haven't seen our latest podcast with the hot takes with the hot ramen, but if we did like the most recent one we did kind of more like they're not like as broad appeal hot takes, I guess. They're very focused in like certain categories. If we do hot takes with more broad opinions, we might get a big reaction out of a lot of different people.
I feel I don't have many strong opinions though.
Yeah, but then we can pretend to have strong
Except
opinions.
for steak, apparently.
Yeah,
Well,
Just
except
got to
okay.
bring it out of you.
and pooping.
About like general things. My strong opinions are very narrow to like
Nerd culture?
Marvel universe and
Yeah.
Star like stuff like that. It's not general things like I can't even think of anything. Trees or something.
Trees.
I don't know who has any strong opinions on trees.
I
The
have a
Lorax.
strong opinion on trees. I think maples are so much better than cherry trees. Like, who likes cherry
That was
trees?
a perfect joke. No one laughed. Sorry, I could not let that go unnoticed.
Oh man. Oh man.
I want to choose a snack.
Yeah. Yeah, please do.
All right, go
Will
for
this
it.
be our final snack of the podcast, you think? I gotta eat real dinner
It's up
after
to
this.
you. I think I can keep going for a bit. What is this? I want to have this because I cannot figure out what it is.
What?
It's a hoko.
Is that really what it is? Are you serious?
It is. It's Hoko Hoko.
Hoko-san.
Hoko.
Hold on. I want to read this in Japanese context.
We provide a
Hold on. Oh, there it is.
first-class taste.
Oh, this is gonna be
brought
good.
directly from the earth.
Whoa.
I got this.
Okay.
This is the Hoko purple yam by
Purple
Akoto
yam.
Seika. Oh, I can't. How do you even pronounce
God.
this word?
The purplicious?
This purplicious pastry is called manju. The bun is made with pie crust, and the filling gets an extra dose of flavor and color from mildly sweet purple yams.
Interesting that they went
All right.
mild instead of like
Yeah.
rich or exploding purple yams.
Exploding.
You know,
This Hoko is exploding with purple yam flavor.
It's like
I've learned that
Have you
I
ever-
really
ever
need to
seen
work on my
Idiocracy?
announcing voice.
You gotta get really into
Have
it.
I seen what?
Look at this.
Idiocracy.
Yeah.
It's like Brondo. That's exactly what it brought
It
me up.
smells
Like,
good.
It's got electrolytes.
Come on, break the bread with me.
Brondo.
Break the bread.
President Camacho.
Yeah, Camacho. Yeah,
This smells
drives in
delicious.
with a monster truck shooting an M60.
This looks really good from
this
from
is
an
good.
aesthetic standpoint, and tastes very good.
Now this is what I'd get again.
It's
Carly, do you
mildly-
want to do the AMSMR for this?
Yeah, we could include the ASMR for our viewers this time.
It's too late.
It's like
Already
we
lost.
lost the
My heart is
opportunity.
broken beyond repair now.
Oh no.
That
is
reminds
good.
me of a like a fig bar, you know, like those
Yeah.
those
Newton?
Nutri-Grain bars, but better,
Like a better version.
but sweeter.
What are the
and
fig bars
better.
called? There's like a certain brand.
They're called
fig bar.
Nutri-Grain.
Fig Newtons.
Nutri-Grain
Nope.
bars. Wait, I'm pretty sure we had
Fig
this.
Newtons, yeah,
Fig Newtons. That's what they are.
yeah.
I just
Good job,
said
Mike.
that.
I was.
Oh, sorry.
I thought we had
come
this
through to me.
discussion
Sorry.
before, and I said Nutri-Grain, and then Sean was like, I think they're called Nutri-Grain bars. And I'm like,
Just stealing our
Michael's
thunder.
just like Fig Newton.
Yeah, they're like Fig Newtons.
Big Newton, Big Newton.
But they're
Big
sweeter than
Newtons.
Fig Newtons and
Yeah.
smoother.
Yeah. Oh, that was good.
Oh man. Oh man. Actually, I do want another snack though.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Let's
I
go
don't think
for
we
it.
can, I don't think we can go
Let's
into
go for
another
it.
topic. I need another snack.
What one are you thinking?
What do you want to pick?
Ooh,
Yeah, those.
what are these?
They are a big pink package of cracker things. They are
Are they Umaboshi?
umeshiso, uma-sen rice
Ibaki?
cracker.
Oh, the rice cracker.
Umeshiso, uma-sen rice cracker. By
All right,
Sakata
you do the
Pika.
honors.
Give us your announcer voice, baby.
It's rough because I can't pronounce most of this
That's
stuff.
okay. I'll help you.
That's fine. I loved your pronunciation of Hokkaido.
Hakido.
It's
I
so
don't
good.
go here. Okay.
I don't go here.
Okay. All right. Maker Sakata Baika
Yeah, there you go.
uses
Sorry.
pickled plums and shiso paria leaves
Yeah.
to flavor their
really.
crispy rice crackers. Savory soy sauce tangles with the sour plums, creating a savory dance in your mouth.
And then
Wow,
you want-
that
if you
was a
want
good
that-
announcer voice. I
That
gotta
was
say.
pretty
If you want the ASMR, you can. Savory sounds. Man, our viewers are going to be having like all over the place today.
It smells sweet.
Oh shit.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
This is good. I like this. This is real
These
good.
are not ASMR mics. They can't do the fancy ASMR.
These are.
Yeah, this
like-
is good. They're just I'm just chewing really loudly right now, but real good. It's like I don't know, how would you describe this?
I don't know if I'm just being annoying now or if our viewers will be enjoying it.
We title it actually ASMR this time.
Yeah,
How would you describe this?
It's like a really good crouton.
they're
No.
Cool Ranch flavored rice crackers.
Is that right? Like
They taste like
is there
Cool Ranch
plum?
to me. I'm not even joking.
Yeah, I see that.
I feel like it's also
Yeah.
got just a hint of like the plum. And the Japanese love
I
their
get the plum. I get the plum a lot. Because I hate Cool Ranch, so this,
Really?
it's pretty good.
That's a hot take. Cool Ranch Doritos are
Yo,
the
wait a
best.
minute. What's your
I've talked
favorite
about this
Dorito?
before.
Have we?
Yeah, my favorite Dorito is the original Dorito.
I don't think it's the best
Fair.
Dorito, but
Cool Ranch is still better.
Yeah.
I think the spicy nacho is pretty good.
They have a couple like the purple
fuck with that.
bag.
Spicy nacho, I think.
No, is that
I thought so.
spicy something? But I didn't think it
The
was
purple
spicy
ones?
nacho.
Or
yeah,
spicy taco?
There's a purple
the
Dorito?
taco
Yeah,
one's
there's a
Yeah,
purple-
good.
spicy
No,
nacho.
no, no. The Dorito itself isn't purple. The bag is purple.
Well, that's misleading. I don't agree with this.
I like the regular nacho ones.
Nacho cheese.
Yeah, regular.
The
is the best,
taco
I gotta
flavored
say.
ones are good too, though.
I
want to
mean,
know?
Ranch
taco
all the way.
flavored Dorito.
It's good.
You guys?
Don't knock
that's a
it till you
bit much.
try it.
Here's a hot take. What are your thoughts on ranch dressing?
Ranch
I
is
hate
love
amazing.
it.
Well, Sean,
I hate
Sean's
ranch.
the only one that's uncultured.
No.
Wait a minute, Mike's also uncultured.
No.
I hate ranch.
No.
Oh, man.
Oh, thank
I
you.
might
Thank
have
you,
to
Mike.
leave.
Hold on, no.
I'm
I have to
offended.
leave.
Here's the thing.
Good.
I was
Ranch
also
sucks.
not a believer. I was also not a believer one day, one of those days when I was a child. And, however, when I grew
Karlie
up
holding the
and
gun.
became a
Colton.
Sigma male, I started realizing that ranch was actually super good. Because
Was
ranch,
he threatened? Maybe, but you know.
ranch. Okay, I get the whole. I don't like Hidden Valley Ranch because I think there's much better ranches than Hidden Valley.
There are. Yes.
But
What is ranch?
ranch is ranch.
It's like a creamy,
Tell me the ingredients in
dilly
ranch.
kind of. It's.
Go ahead, Karlie.
I don't know the base of it.
Don't
It's
like buttermilk?
Just get me.
It just tastes
Butter-
weird.
It's a legit question. What is
Buttermilk.
ranch?
There's probably some mayo.
Blue
in
cheese
there.
all
Yeah.
the way.
Buttermilk, mayo. It's like got some dill. It's got some sort of
dill.
seasoning blend.
It's got sour cream, mayonnaise, buttermilk, salt, black pepper, garlic, onion, chives, parsley, and dill. Who wouldn't like that?
That sounds.
That makes
amazing.
sense because a lot of those prime ingredients are ones I don't like either.
What do you not like in all that? You don't
Sour
like
cream.
black pepper? You don't like sour cream?
So you're telling
Really?
me that you have some nachos or you have a taco and you don't put sour cream on it?
No.
Oh man.
What do you like
When you
in
go to
this?
Chipotle
Sad.
or Moe's or wherever, you don't put sour cream on your burrito?
No.
Oh
What?
man. That's
That's
crazy.
really weird. That's very strange. You don't like sour cream.
What do you mean? That's not strange at all.
Yeah. See, I'm the
Sour
weird one here.
cream is-
I like all of those separate, or like all of those in like their own separate things, right? Like I like sour cream. I like buttermilk. I like gosh, what else? Basically everything in there. Garlic, yeah, of
Yeah,
course.
onions.
But
Yeah.
combined inside ranch, it's disgusting.
It is so good. Okay.
really good. Yeah, it's
I'm
like
gonna let you in.
tangy
I'm gonna let
and
you in on
everything.
a discovery, okay? So my whole
Okay.
life I grew up eating Hidden Valley Ranch. Because
Yeah, trash.
That's just no.
Yeah, you've been eating garbage.
But then my friend showed me this new, well, it's not new, but it was new to me, kind of ranch
Hey, you heard of this
through
new ranch?
Bolt House Farms. And it is like a yogurt-based ranch.
so yeah,
So
because I was gonna say
it's
I don't
like
mostly
yogurt
like
before.
Greek yogurt. It's like ranch, but the main base is Greek yogurt. But it's
I'm
so
gonna-
good. And hold on. And added bonus, it's like a fraction of the calories. So, and it tastes
And it's got
better. We
protein
did
in
a
it, too.
blind taste test. Yeah, we did a blind taste test because I was like, man, I don't know if this is better than Hidden Valley. And then I blindly chose that one as being better.
Easy.
Easy.
I gotta tell you, I really don't like Greek yogurt.
Okay.
God.
I mean, I can see that at least, but like
Well, with toppings, it's good.
ranch, I think is.
No,
straight up Greek yogurt.
I couldn't do yogurt at all for a while because I thought all yogurt was Greek yogurt, and then I had actual yogurt, and I was like, oh, this isn't too bad.
Wait a minute.
Oh, gross!
I've been lied
liquidy,
to.
the liquidy normal yogurt that's disgusting. Like the Americanized
Well, like, you know,
stuff
the
from
yogurt like
Yoplait?
at the cafeteria at MSU. I was like, oh, it's not too bad. And then you put some granola on that.
Okay,
No, you put the granola on the Greek yogurt.
Yeah, Greek yogurt gives you
No,
protein.
no,
You can
no,
make
no.
you climb higher because you love climbing.
Yeah.
Just
Now-
think of that.
Yeah, but
Think of that.
I don't. Greek yogurt is just too acidic and blah and blah.
No.
Not a fan.
now Karlie, have you tried skier yet?
And what?
Skier?
Am I a skier?
Have
No,
you tried it?
have
yet?
you had it?
Skier.
I don't know. I don't know what that is.
Oh, I have no idea
what
what
do
you're
you-
talking
what do you reference?
about.
This is like the even more pretentious Greek yogurt, but it's Icelandic, and it's like
Oh,
think,
I haven't-
think of
I
Greek
haven't
yogurt,
evolved
but
to
you
this
get rid
level.
of you get rid of all like the water out of it. So it's almost like just the whey, whatever, like the thick white
Yeah.
stuff.
Oh man.
And so yeah, just that,
I've
and
not
it's
heard of
extremely good. It's even more like I get vanilla and I'll eat that like ice cream, mostly because I can't eat ice cream without getting sick. But yeah, you eat that. Oh my gosh, just try it out. It's the best
I
thing.
would like
It's
to try
a bit more
this.
expensive.
This would be good.
Yeah, but technically it's a cheese, but it's just super thick.
Oh.
It kind
It's
of
thick
reminds
with, like,
me
3
of
Cs.
mascarpone.
Interesting.
No?
Is it not like mascarpone, or is that consistency? No.
No, it's more like if you took Greek yogurt and strained out all the water in it.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
That is interesting.
try that
Like,
maybe.
Huh.
Like, you know when Greek yogurt separates
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
you get like and then you just pour out all the water on that and you get like that's skier.
Thick boy.
Thank you for informing me of something, so now I know to stay away from it.
Ah.
It's very,
Okay,
Now you
very
know.
helpful.
it's tasty.
I want to try this.
Which one?
The raspberry.
This is the strawberry Azuki Crunch.
What? A crunchy strawberry?
Because Japan blew my mind with strawberries last time, and this time it's like looks like granola, but apparently is a strawberry. So
I like how they're like it's not this, but we did it anyway.
Hey,
It's
it
like
looks
we
like a Rice Krispie.
So it's strawberry Rice Krispie.
Oh, I think I found it. Yeah.
there's 2 of them.
Kyoto?
It's from
What's
Kyoto.
on what's on the label?
It just says it's a pink.
It looks like this.
Pink.
Small
It's got-
guy.
It says Kyoto on it.
Okay, yeah, that's the one I got. All right, cool. Sweet. And we should do
All right.
the raspberry last.
Yeah, we'll do that last one.
I forgot about the raspberry.
All right, let's try this thing out.
Oh, this smell.
gonna
This
eat
is a very potent smell of the strawberry.
5 second
Fine,
roll.
we saved it.
I dropped it, but it's okay.
All right,
Good
Sean,
things.
go for it.
Good things can come in small packages.
Nice.
Puffed rice and white chocolate team up with Azuki red beans and strawberries in this bite-sized morsel. It is bite-sized. This thing is tiny.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take in 2 bites though.
Not the texture I thought it was going to have.
Oh, this is good. It's like
is
fruity
unique.
pebbles. to me.
That is exactly what
Yeah.
it's
Mm-hmm. I
Yep.
can see that. Yeah, it's like Rice Krispies, but like half the size and bound together with like a strawberry drizzle type thing.
Yeah. Oh, it's like eating Fruity Pebbles and then drinking that milk, like the
Yes.
sugary
Yeah.
milk after.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
No, very good.
That is very good.
All right,
All right, boys. I would like to do one more snack if you guys are good with it.
strawberry.
Yeah.
I want the Hokkaido white raspberry.
Oh, sorry.
Which one's that? Oh, found it.
It looks like it's the same as that one strawberry we reviewed before.
A white chocolate, a raspberry,
What's
and the
raspberry?
light texture
What?
of a puff.
Can I read, please?
What does that mean? And the light texture of a puff.
All right, let's find this.
Carly's flipping through the pages right now to get me ready. Here we go.
Frantically
It looks
searching.
like a Pop-Tart. All right. Hokkaido. Wait, how'd you say it?
Oh wow, this looks so weird. It does look like a pop.
Hokkaido White Raspberry by Bon Bon Seikai. This biscuit combines rye, rice, puffed corn, and white chocolate. Bon Bon Seikai sprinkles confetti-like dried raspberries atop the white chocolate-coated cookie for a blast of tartness. The flavor's sweet. It's vegetarian. It contains milk, wheat, and soy, and also not applicable for other contaminants. I'm pretty excited about this one.
This so looks like a Pop-Tart. Like miniature
it
little
does.
Pop-Tart thing. It's just a basic raspberry or like strawberry thing. It smells weird. Like
Oh, it smells.
Oh.
It does smells
It
off-putting.
smells like sour milk.
Oh,
yeah.
this is weird.
Oh no.
This is weird.
Oh no. I don't know about that.
This is weird.
I think it's kind of good.
The inside is a wafer. Mm-hmm. Like
Yeah.
those. Oh, but the aftertaste when you get the little burst of raspberry. Mm-hmm. That's pretty good.
The blast of tartness.
Yeah.
That blast
the
of
blast of-
tartness.
Exactly. It tastes like a burnt wafer, though. Is anyone else getting that? It tastes like a burnt wafer on the inside.
A little bit.
Maybe they messed up.
Yeah.
It didn't fucked up AA Ron.
Well,
A bit hard to eat.
Yeah.
Like it's kind of really flaky.
yeah.
Falls
It's a
apart.
bit messy. That was great. Well, Carly, have we warmed you up to the ASMR podcasts yet?
Yeah.
All right.
I feel
That was our goal.
a little better about it, so.
That's great.
Better.
Not as
All right.
portrayed.
Put some stitches in your heart.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Some trust was earned back,
Except for when we talk about ranch dressing. So just never bring up ranch ever again.
No.
Good.
No,
That's
ranch,
fine with
ranch
me.
is good. We're going to bring it up again. We'll have a
So
poll.
next time,
Would
we
you put
see
ranch on a
Sean-
steak?
No.
that would suck. Put ranch
It
on
has
wings.
its own place in the culinary world.
Yeah, it's a condiment.
I don't know about that.
Would you put barbecue on a hot dog?
You would.
You
No,
would.
I
was just
would.
No, I wouldn't. No. Lies.
Colton has been known to have barbecue. Well, it
puts
was
barbecue
made.
on
It was
everything.
made
No.
like this, but it was barbecue chicken pizza.
Hey, man, that's
That's
a
good
normal
shit
thing
right
in
there.
America. In America.
I'm not a fan of that. I'll be honest.
Not the best.
What's that look for, Carly? That's good shit. Barbecue.
No,
Yeah, but it's
I'm in
weird.
agreement. It's not great.
It's delicious.
It can be
I was
good.
cold
It's-
on this one. I got
barbecue
you, bro.
doesn't go on a pizza.
Yeah.
It's literally like you
I'll
put
back you up.
barbecue on pizza. Why?
The
You
best
liked it,
pizza
though.
toppings
Yeah, but
are
it's not
pepperoni
meant
and
to
chicken.
be that way.
It's-
Pizza's not meant to be that way.
I think in an American
Excuse
pizza,
me, what-
all forms
wait.
are acceptable.
Hold
We're
up,
not in Italy
hold
here.
up.
We're
Sean
not
just
in
said
Italy.
something. What did you just say?
I said
Chicken
the best
and
pizza
pepperoni?
toppings are pepperoni and chicken.
Oh.
Oh man, I like chicken
Hold
on
up.
pizza, but
You guys have definitely had this pizza at Ellison's.
It's
it's good. But is it the
But
best?
chicken with barbecue. Now that's where it's at.
No,
Okay, but if
no,
you're
no,
gonna
no,
have
no.
that
chicken
is
on a
barbecue
pizza,
chicken
you
pizza?
may as well have barbecue. I'm with you on that,
Yeah.
But if you're gonna have regular pizza, I always go for the pepperoni and sausage. It's my
I love
favorite.
pep
That's
sausage.
a good combo too.
That's good.
Very
I'm
classic.
traditionally
Pepperoni
meat
and ham.
lovers pizza, but just pepperoni and chicken. It's simple.
I think
good.
meat on pizza is just a
It's good,
a
wholesome
crime.
family fun right there.
No, you don't.
I'm kidding. that was just a hot take.
What'd you say?
I said I think meat on pizza is a crime. I wish I thought that. I shouldn't have said that.
I wish
should have
I
went along
thought-
with that. Yeah.
Oh no, that'd be terrible.
No,
I
the,
think-
the real killer though at Ellison's is you get the pepperoni, the ham, put dates and arugula. That was the
What?
killer.
Are
Pizza
you
right
serious?
It's
there.
too fancy. It's too fancy. You can't put dates on pizza.
Dude? When I had that for the first time, I was like, "Whoa!" Because okay, do you
What
like
is-
do you
what
like
does a date even
pineapples
taste
on
like?
pizza?
Absolutely
No,
not.
that's a crime. Don't do
No.
it. Don't do this, Mike.
Fuck,
Don't.
I'm the only one here that's like, it's not too bad.
Are
no one to back you up.
stranded.
Not date.
Go
not
down your
pineapples,
hill.
but dates now.
I'm stranded here with no backup. Shit. No, pineapple pizza's not too bad. Like,
It's like
Fine, as long
I
as it's
eat
good
it.
pineapple.
I eat it and it's like nauseating, honestly. My dad brought home pineapple pizza once. I was like, we got pizza on Fridays when I was a kid. He brought home pineapple pizza and I was like, I'm going to starve myself, Father. I will not eat this. I'm like, Dad, why are you
You're on
doing this to
strike.
me?
I can't believe you've
This
done
sounds
this.
something like your parents would do, though, because this is their thing.
They torture
think,
me.
They want.
Yeah.
They're like, Colton always eats the pizza. How do we get him? We'll just get something he doesn't like. And then he's like, oh, you won't eat it. And they're secretly going, yes.
They're like, yes, finally. The
As they
pizza's to
chow down
myself.
on the entire pizza.
Yeah,
That's probably what happened.
could have been happening.
That's probably what happened. The more I learn about Colton's parents without actually meeting them, it just fascinates me.
It's like, they
Shit,
abuse
that's
you.
right, you've never met them, yeah.
No.
Been hanging out. You've been to my house and you still haven't somehow met them. Very strange.
Yeah.
Yep.
It is strange. Yeah, they're pretty cool.
I don't think I've met your brother either.
I
I've heard him talk.
yeah.
I don't think I've met him,
He
though.
went.
thought
He
you met
came.
him.
He came to MSU every once in a while. Probably till I was a junior. Came to MSU for the siblings weekend, and
Maybe I
we
have
hung
met them.
out. So you might have met him, but you probably definitely heard him if you didn't meet him. So
Yeah. No.
he knows you guys because I've talked to you both. He knows Mike for sure because we lived in the same spot. So he's definitely seen
I
you.
met him.
Yeah,
Played Overwatch.
that's right. We did all play Overwatch. Wow, good times.
Yeah.
Good times.
Yeah. I also know your dad has an unfortunate name.
My dad. Oh yeah,
Oh.
the worst name.
Dad's first name.
Yeah.
Yep.
Pretty bad name.
Yeah, I really pity people with that name.
Uh-huh. I do too.
Wow.
Hey, having two Michaels in the same room.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, imagine if your older brother was there too. Then there'd be.
Then there'd be
three.
another Mike. Yep.
Oh, seriously? I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
my older brother's named Michael as well. That's kind of weird. Have you?
You have an older brother?
Yeah. You have
Colton's whole
definitely heard
family
about
is a
this.
mystery to me.
right there.
Yeah, you've definitely heard about this. We.
I
my,
didn't even know you had a sister for a while.
He also has a nephew.
yeah, I have enough. Well, that's new because that wasn't in college.
Oh, that's true, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's an older brother?
Yeah. He's much older than me. He's like mid-30s.
Maybe I have heard about this, but
Just
it's a
forgot.
shock to me every time.
You're like it just gets erased the next like day or something.
Yep.
Yeah.
Dang.
Man. Well, I want to end this podcast. I just want to ask Sean what condiment is his favorite condiment.
Ooh.
And I'll ask this to you as well, Mike. It's because
Would
both
you
of
be
you
mad
don't
if
like
I said
ranch.
salt? No.
Salt?
That's a season.
Kidding.
If you say ketchup,
Ooh, I don't know.
so it's
It's probably sriracha sauce
okay. Respectable. Respectable.
or soy sauce. Does that count?
Yeah, that's a thing.
Is that a
Because
condiment?
then it's definitely soy sauce because I use that all the time.
Dude,
You put that shit on everything?
small tangent before you answer, Mike. Dude, Carlie's sister-in-law, we made pasta.
Oh,
We
yeah.
made spaghetti. And guess what she put in the spaghetti? Sauce. The sauce. She put soy sauce in the sauce.
What?
Was it good or bad?
Okay,
It
but it
was
was
good.
good.
She put red pepper flakes and soy sauce in the spaghetti sauce. She's Asian.
I mean,
So-
it's just liquid salt essentially.
Yeah. So like she was
Umami.
Asian, but we did that and we're like, that's like the most American Asian thing I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
Like, what the heck is going on?
Yeah.
Well, there's a really good
If the end result's
secret
good.
technique with have you ever heard of demi-glace?
I've not heard of this.
Yes.
So it's like a fancy. Basically, it's like you take all the bones and you like boil them out and you get like the delicious liquid out of them.
I see. For like
You boil
okay.
it down like and add red wine and stuff like that. You can make a quick substitute with like soy sauce and stuff like that. You know, it's got the same umami effect, but I bet it's
Really?
kind of the same thing when you're adding it because she just added it to pasta sauce, right? It's not like
Yeah.
she just had soy sauce on the pasta, right?
Correct.
No,
yeah, she
yeah,
added it
she
into the
added-
sauce
Yeah.
and cooked the sauce with it in there.
All right, good. All right, cool.
I think the only
So
reason I know
she's
what
sane.
demi-glace is because of Food Wars.
Oh,
So they
'Cause
cooked
of
it in
the-
Food Wars one time.
and
Oh,
it
yeah.
comes in clutch, man.
Right.
All right, Mike, what's
Yeah,
your favorite condiment?
Probably either Frank's Red Hot or mustard.
Both respectable answers. I can't argue with either of these.
Yeah, mustard. You gotta have mustard on a hot dog or a hamburger. You gotta
Yeah.
put mustard on it.
Yeah.
This is true.
And Frank's Red
what
Hot,
do you put on your
I
what
put-
do you put on your bratwurst?
Mustard,
Is that it?
just mustard. Yeah.
Mistake.
What do you
What
put on
do
it?
you put on your bratwurst?
Barbecue.
You put mustard and you put sauerkraut.
Oh.
Okay.
I guess
Yeah.
that's a condiment. Yeah.
Is that that's not a condiment? That's
It's
just,
not a con.
Well, relish is a condiment, right? So that means
Yeah.
sauerkraut is.
Yeah,
Could
but-
be.
I always think a condiment is something you put in a bottle and you like squirt.
Oh,
on it,
so you
right?
can't put
You could
sauerkraut.
probably you could put anything in a bottle.
Like Wally,
Sure.
where it's like everything's in a everything's
Yeah.
a milkshake.
Milkshake in a cup.
Burger in a cup. Yeah.
No, it was a cupcake in a cup.
Ew.
Yuck. What's yours, babe? What's your favorite condiment?
Well, now
Ranch?
I don't want to tell
Ranch
you
dressing?
because you're gonna judge me.
I
I
won't
was
judge
gonna
you.
say ketchup, but you
Oh.
were like, I swear, you say ketchup.
Yeah, that's the beta.
That
the
is
beta
probably one of the
response.
most basic ones.
Well, because I'm thinking about
But it does go on lots of stuff.
It goes on so many.
It does go on a
things.
lot of stuff.
Like
yeah.
in a pinch, I will dip my chicken nuggets in ketchup. Not my favorite, but I will if I don't have another choice.
What else would you dip them in?
Ranch,
You
honey
do,
mustard,
like barbecue and stuff.
Barbecue.
Yeah, all that
Okay,
stuff.
honey mustard chicken nuggets. That's fucking.
It's
No,
fire.
I'm not a fan of honey mustard.
Man, I'm not
Yeah.
a fan of honey mustard either. This is a
No.
whole like thing of hot takes. These are hot takes, rapid hot takes. Like
Well, so I was just thinking about things I use the most often, and I think ketchup is the thing I use the most often.
oh.
Like hot dog, fries.
Hot dog?
Chicken.
You put ketchup on a hot dog.
Yeah.
I don't like
That is-
hot dogs.
I think you're
That's
crazy.
understandable. But ketchup on a hot dog? No, that is
What?
That is
What are you
sacrosanct.
talking about?
Anyone from Chicago would fucking murder you.
Okay,
Wait a
I'm
minute.
not from
Wait, who,
Chicago.
Michael's wrong.
Who is
Michael's
arguing
wrong.
that-
Ketchup
Also-
goes on hot dogs
What-
for sure.
what,
Ketchup
why
mustard.
would ketchup not go on a hot dog?
You don't put the ketchup on a hot dog.
I don't understand.
don't.
I don't understand. I was brought up my whole life with a lie.
Yeah.
What is going
Like
on?
even the
Have you never
companies-
talked
even
to
the
anyone from
ketchup
Chicago?
companies market it.
I thought Chicago.
Why would you talk to somebody from Chicago?
Okay, Mr. California, LA.
And on that,
Oh
no.
God.
kidding.
And on that note, yeah.
I've never.
That's the
ever
episode
heard
title
of
right
I've
this.
now.
never heard that you don't put ketchup. I've
I've never heard
always
that
gone on
either.
hot dogs.
Oh my.
Okay, but my
But
second
why-
thing is honey considered a condiment?
Yeah.
Because I use that a lot too.
But use it in like tea.
What do you
and
put honey on?
toast?
Tea on I do
Toast?
peanut butter
You on
honey
toast?
toast.
Yeah.
We put it in recipes to make it sweeter and stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I guess.
I don't
Or
know.
would it be a
I never heard of
seasoning?
peanut butter or honey
But
toast.
ranch. But actually, it would go like ketchup ranch. Would be my two
Funny.
top probably.
Yeah.
Honey's kind of out
So
there in left
both
field,
poor
you know,
choices then.
But no, no. Wow.
Ranch is great. I will
Remember
stand
that
by the ranch.
relationship we had mended about the ASMR?
Yeah.
Well, it's slowly.
We're never gonna have
breaking.
Carlie back on. She's never gonna want to come visit.
Yeah.
Carly's
Man,
just
you
going
know-
to send me just a middle finger. Just-
Yeah, basically.
No, she's gonna send you bottles of ketchup.
no,
And
bottles of
ranch.
ranch. I like ketchup. Fuck
Yeah.
ranch.
Man, if we ever tried to do like a condiment tier list and try to sort this shit out, that would be the
Oh,
worst.
gosh,
That
yes.
would be the worst stream. It'd be
That'd be
like
really
We would just be all of us
be
yelling.
awful. Yeah. Man.
All right, Colton, you still haven't told us yours though.
Well, I think it's pretty simple, guys. It's the true Sigma male. Man, I'm really liking the Sigma male trend. This
Yeah, you're really on
podcast.
it today.
I'm thinking I like barbecue the most.
Wow.
No
Are you
shit.
guys
Makes sense.
all
Yeah.
super
Barbecue
shocked?
sauce-
Are you as shocked as me?
What's next?
What's next? After barbecue? What would be after barbecue? Man.
If you say ketchup, I'm gonna laugh.
No, it's
so
not
I was
ketchup.
gonna say, it's gonna be
not
ketchup.
I don't even like ketchup that much on its own. Like I can't put ketchup on a lot of stuff. It'd probably
he uses
be
barbecue.
No one eats ketchup on its own. That's why
Is-
it's a condiment.
aioli. Really isn't a condiment.
Yeah, it is.
Aioli.
Yeah, it is.
if you think that's a condiment, okay.
Like I
Aioli's
love,
a condiment. What are you
putting
talking about?
aioli
I
on
love
there?
garlic
Whoa, so
aioli on
fancy.
burgers.
It's just mayo and garlic, pretty
Yeah.
much.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but aioli. It sounds
I
so
mean,
fancy.
sounds a little pretentious.
Aioli. Yeah, it is pretentious.
Yeah.
I'm pretentious. But
Yes, I prefer my garlic aioli.
yeah, I wish ketchup. No, I wish for tomato basil aioli.
My truffle.
Oh.
It'd be like truffle and what?
Truffle aioli
Truffle
sauce.
oil, truffle aioli with caviar.
Yeah, just give me shavings of truffle on my hot dog, and I'll eat it. I'll make it like a $6,000 hot dog.
Lightly brushed in gold.
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
gold-plated hot dog.
All right,
Yeah,
Carly, you're
it's-
going to ask us something before I pressured Colton into giving us his condiments.
I don't remember, if I'm being honest. Sorry.
There's a
much
great
rage.
anime. I keep going on tangents. Cut me off whenever, Colton. There's a great anime called Gunnex Sword, and the main character, every time he'd go to a restaurant, he'd just go, "Give me all your condiments," and then he'd like squeeze them all onto
That
the
sounds
food.
strangely sexual. Wait, all the condiments on the food?
All of them.
Is that weird? Someone say
It's
that.
really weird.
That's pretty weird,
Dude,
right? Yeah.
Well,
And
put
then
all the
every
condiments
time
on
he'd
a
go,
burger.
he'd do it. He'd go, "That's spicy."
Mayo and ketchup. Oh, it's spicy.
It's really no, like all the condiments. There's like 6 of them.
But what's spicy?
I don't mustard.
sauce?
No, yeah. Yeah, wow.
I'll send you a clip.
Yeah, I want to
any,
know. I want to know.
Any closing thoughts?
My closing
Karlie?
thought is that, oh yeah, we gotta let Karlie plug herself. You got Instagram, Facebook,
No.
Karlie at Facebook.
My favorite was when Alex was like, "Yo, add me on LinkedIn. Like, I might want a job. Hit me up."
Yeah, she's like sharing her last
Oh,
name,
man.
which I believe you bleeped out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I cut out.
Yeah.
to cut
Yeah,
out
like,
so
my
much
name
from
is
that
this.
podcast.
This. Please add me on LinkedIn. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't really have any plugs. you
Yeah.
know?
Well, we're doing good. Karlie may be our future social media person. Maybe. I'm trying to
Yeah.
pressure her to do it. I want her to get us on Twitter.
I don't.
Followers, please
have
tell
a
us that-
Twitter.
Please
No,
convince her.
we'd make one. It's like a
I
podcast.
know,
Yeah.
but
Okay.
it's like I'm gonna have to get with
Yep.
the times.
Yeah. Well,
I don't know if I want to be on Twitter. I'll be honest.
I think we need to be on
You're gonna
Twitter.
have to, though.
We need to be on Twitter. If we want to have more 100 view explosions,
It's a
we gotta be on
cesspool,
Twitter.
but you have to be there.
Yeah. Well, potentially follow us on Twitter, viewers, later in our lifetime.
Just keep
like-
checking in every week.
Yeah,
Maybe
yeah,
you'll
maybe
be
we'll be
there.
there. Like, follow, subscribe, please. We enjoy all of you. Leave a comment. One day we'll be on YouTube.
stream.
We haven't. Been, oh yeah, watch the stream. We're on Apex streaming every week now. On Thursdays about what? That's like 8:00 EST, I think. Yeah, almost a stream.
Yeah.
Apex. Maybe we'll stream other games. I don't know.
Almost. Just...
I'm plugging this in. I don't think anyone's gonna listen. That'd be cool if we actually got like 1 or 2 extra viewers though. So
Hey, yeah.
so please watch us. We'd love it. Twitch.com/almostapodcast.
FYI, we do suck at Apex, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The point of the stream is for us to grow, you to watch us grow as Apex gamers. Because we're casual gamers right now in Apex, but we're getting better. So, all right. Well, my dudes, one day we'll get there. It's been almost a podcast. Have a good night. This
Thanks
is the
for coming
outro.
on, Karlie.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming on, Karlie.
Thank you for having me. It was
Don't
really
thank you.
fun.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
I enjoy arguing with all
All
of
right.
you.
Yeah. We'll have you on again.
Well, thanks for listening.
We'll have you on again. Thanks for
Bye.
listening.
This is slowly fade out.
Peace out. That's the outro music.